What is up, everybody? NC.
JC and
We are here with TNA live, and they're showing it a recap from last week. They got Steve Macklin in the ring with John Facefucker Hannafin, punched him in the nuts. Nice talking crap to Mike Santana. If you guys didn't get a chance to check out that promo, without question, the best promo on TNA that week. Like that promo is the type of promo I would hope that people outside of WWE and AEW pay attention to.
yeah, I mean, absolutely. I mean, because that was a very, very, very good promo, and they're showing it right now. They're doing a recap of it. Yeah, that was an awesome promo.
And I just want to tell people, my brother and I had some chance to record earlier, so we'll have a couple shows coming to you next week. Keep a lookout for those on the Mish channel and the main channel. But they're going to be on Patreon this weekend, so you can go ahead and check them out early if you're a patron subscriber. $1 a month, man. Cheapest deal in town. You can't beat it.
It's a great deal. We're going to have exclusive content on there. Helps us out. So, yeah, we greatly appreciate it if you guys would go and sub over there. Like you said, it's only $1 a month. Going to have exclusive content. So, yeah, hope you guys enjoy it.
Absolutely. So, yeah, that's what we got going on here. And you know what? One thing I got to say in comparison, because this show came on an hour before, JCW compared to TNA in their recaps, I love it how TNA keeps them short. Like, they're already going to the intro. By now, we would have only been 1 minute into a 5-minute recap of what happened with JCW. I love it how they keep it short, get it right to the intro, and in a couple seconds, they'll be showing the first scene of the card. So, there you go.
It's awesome. I mean, yeah, you don't, and that's the thing about JCW is that you don't need 5 minutes for a fucking intro of what happened in the last episode. Just get into the show.
Yeah, get into it.
A minute, 2 minutes tops.
Well, there is a feud that I saw building up on social media that you'd probably be happy about. Tessa Blanchard versus Ariana Gray. So, see what happens. Yeah.
Good. Fuck yeah.
That's a feud I'm looking forward to. So, yeah, they're here in Atlanta, Georgia. Let's see what they got for this card tonight. Hopefully they bring it like last week. That's the main reason why we're doing this show tonight, is we were so impressed by what they showed us last week. We're like, okay, let's see if they can continue the fire.
Absolutely. Yeah, and that's the thing is that, like, if they're doing good, we'll give them props. If they're
Absolutely.
doing bad, we're gonna shit on them, you know. And that's the thing. So it's like with JCW, it's like we're taking a little bit of a break again. I'll just be honest, man. I'm just gonna be honest. I didn't have fun with that last episode. It's too much Mickey Knuckles. They're really not explaining the Chosen One thing. It's just you can't. The pacing of it. I hate to be negative because I'm a juggalo, but about that. But it was not for me.
Well, it was one of those things where I saw the show, and I don't know. I also saw the video that Marky did on it. Marky D,
yeah, that too.
123. I saw the video that he did on the last two JCWs, and I'm like, guy raises a lot of good points. Just saying. And I honestly feel, and I'll keep on reiterating this, I feel like what we saw on the past couple JCWs hasn't had much Vince Russo in it. I feel like they're letting Jay get power back, and personally, I think that, Jay, you brought in Russo for a reason, to help save your company. Let the guy do his magic. Let him work. Let's see what he got.
And Jay, please stop putting Mickey Knuckles on TV.
Yeah.
Like, less of Mickey Knuckles is a good thing, okay? Like, I don't want to see Mickey Knuckles fucking fat, sloppy pig ass, straddling Vito. I don't want to see that. I'm good.
Who wants to see that? Is that like one of those things where like Violent J thinks it's funny for like fat, nasty bitches to fucking hit on dudes? No, nobody wants to see that.
Just call her Fat Sweaty Betty. At least, go with the gimmick. Come on.
Yeah, at least they got something to go there for, So I'm not sure if you saw what happened with Ricochet. Let's talk a little bit about this. So,
talk about it.
So what happened with Ricochet is he was doing his usual trolling bullshit on the internet, and some grandma was giving him shit about his acting skills and says, you still can't act. You're a terrible actor. And he said, I'm glad that you got MS. And that was one of those things that got the internet after his ass. We're going to show you some of the death threats that were sent to Samantha Irvin. The fact that she was even brought into this when she had nothing to do with it pisses me the fuck off and makes me hate these wrestling nerds so much. So they were saying such fucked up shit to Samantha Irvin, talking about beheading her, talking about knowing where she lives, talking about getting her and her husband, there will be blood, all this just disgusting shit. You don't personally know these motherfuckers. You're just some dork that watches a TV show, and you're sending these people death threats? Over it because he said, I'm glad that some grandma got MS. Now, what he said is awful. I can't say anything nice about that. But at the same time, there's never, and I'm going to repeat this, there is never an excuse for death threats, especially when it's somebody that's not your family and you do not know. If you're personally sending a death threat to somebody else because they made an offensive comment and you don't like their character on TV, you're a fucking retard. You're a fucking retard that deserves to be in a mental institution. That's the one thing that I really hope Donald Trump does, reinstitute these mental institutions. Let's get 90% of the wrestling fan base behind padded doors. That's where they fucking belong. I'm sick of this shit, man.
Damn straight, man, because there's some crazy motherfuckers out there. They get brave on Twitter because they feel like they're anonymous. So, I can threaten to kill this guy. No, you can't. You should not be allowed to be threatening to kill people. That's crazy. Like these social media, like Twitter, like if you're like, death threats is something entirely different than freedom of speech. If you're like threatening, like an actionable threat to kill somebody, Twitter needs to take action. Someone needs to take action on that to stop the person, because you don't know if it's real or not. You don't know how crazy the person is who's making the tweet, or if they're going to enact it. You know?
Right. Absolutely. I completely understand about that situation, what's going on there. It's frustrating that this is what the wrestling fan base is. This is what we're left with. It gets crazier and more insane the more niche it gets. We're really left with nothing but the fucking psychos and the weirdos now. The AEW sickos thing, this is something where Tony should say, I don't condone the fan base doing this. This is the type of shit that Cody Rhodes, he should have spoke up when his fan base was sending Ava Raines death threats. Didn't say shit. Yeah, I'm glad that Tony took Ricochet off TV and is quite possibly suspending him for it. That's good. At the same time, Tony needs to tell these fans, do not be threatening the wrestlers and their wives. I want to see a promoter with balls. You're a billionaire. Nobody can touch you, especially these fans. Speak up.
Absolutely speak up, because you can't be having you can't be having this. Tell your fans not to do death threats. You can at least do that. You can't be allowing these fans to just do this shit and think, because I can threaten to kill somebody because I'm the righteous one. No, motherfucker, you're an asshole. You're an asshole, and you should not be in wrestling. You should go hyper obsess over anything else. Leave wrestling alone.
Well, let me say this much, Hot Man. The FBI does not care about pro wrestling threats. No. It does not care about doxing. It doesn't care about any of that fucking shit. All they care about is if you've been on stream for multiple months making stupid threats. If you've been doing it for a long time and getting away with it, it will catch up to you. I mean, look at Cuffham. He had the FBI at his fucking place for flashing assault rifles on his streams. This is the type of shit you get when you play stupid games, win stupid prizes. That's how it fucking works. So... yeah, it's really sad what's going on. VHS said, TWRP Gaming News, the Steam spring sales have officially arrived, 30 to 90% discounted till the 26th. My wallet is going to hate me again. Hey, man, I saw it all over the timeline. We're 90s kids around here, a lot of us are. Yeah. I had to get the Retro Rewind. When I saw that on Steam, Have you seen this game yet? Retro Rewind? Basically, you own your own video store in the 90s. So I played it, man. It's fucking great, dude. It's like, I've always loved simulator games like that, but this one just hits the nostalgia for me. I can't wait till they start modding it where you can get like real movies in those roles. But for now, dude, it came out like 2 days ago. It's a great game. So if you like your simulator games like business management, shit like that, like retro shit, it's a fun ass game. So yeah, if you got some money, definitely stock up on the Steam sales. They got some great deals on games. So good looking out right there.
That's fucking cool, man. That you got games that like, and hopefully there's going to be more of these. Hopefully there's going to be more of these, because like there's a huge nostalgia trend going on. Capitalize on it.
For real. And I mean, like one that I loved is Arcade Paradise, where you you start out as a laundromat and then you build it into a full-fledged arcade. Like I love shit like that. So yeah, I would love to see more retro shit out there. And that's what tells you that people are really jonesing for the nostalgia right there. You see more and more games coming out like this, more and more shows coming out like this that are pulling back to the past. What that tells me is people, they hate nowadays. They hate it more than anything. They want to go back to a better time.
I don't blame them. I mean, because like the entertainment business is fucked. At least back in the day, you were allowed to have fun. Yeah. And that's just not the case anymore, and it's a shame. But there are some brief, like little glimpses of hope on the horizon, but they're faint. but they're there. They're faint, but they're there. You know, it's.
Just Prime.
We're in the dark time.
JT, can you please stop spamming the chat? If JC wants to get your question, he'll get it. So just saying. What we're seeing in the ring right now is we're seeing Frankie Kazarian. He's doing all sorts of stupid moves to Hometown Man. Might I say Hometown Man is one of the worst characters. It pisses me off when I saw this guy resign a contract. They're fucking dropping wrestlers left and right. What the fuck are you going to do with Hometown Man?
Nothing. You're not going to do anything with Hometown Man.
And then we got, what is that? Okay, so AJ Francis is at ringside. Wasn't he doing, wasn't AJ in a feud with somebody else, or is he feuding with Frankie? What's going on here?
Let me see here. Okay, so AJ Francis is in the ring? Oh, yeah, okay, so he came down to the ramp and he's starting bullshit with Hometown Man, okay.
Yeah, Hometown Man is a fucking jobber. He, who was he?
Right.
Who was he beforehand? Was he, one of the good hands or some shit?
Cody Deaner or something like that.
Oh, the Deaners, yeah, one half of the Deaners. So he's out here beating up AJ Francis, former NFL player, just beating his ass. Oh, and he pinned Frankie Kazarian. Fuck Hunter Johnson. I know he has a fucking fetish for this dude because he kind of looks like him. That's what I'm thinking it is. I'm thinking Hometown Man is like his fucking avatar. That's what it feels like.
Gotta be. It's gotta be. And to answer your question, JT, I'm gonna have to go with Dark Magician Girl. I'm sorry, Anna Jay is just too damn hot.
Right.
Easily, in my opinion, the hottest chick in the business right now. But that's just my opinion. That's how I feel about it. So.
Okay, Vince Russo is doing a multi-man match for control of JCW. Also, Nick Nemeth was on JCW tonight. Well, and that's the thing. It's like they need to start getting... I would love it if they could get Nick Nemeth on a more regular role. I know he's not cheap.
Sure.
I mean, because you got to wonder if what Marky D said correct is really Ken Anderson getting paid $1,000 per show and everybody else is getting paid $300.
Well, it's not worth it. I mean, you might as well just build up somebody. You might as well just have the title on somebody who's going to be there every week and who's not going to be drunk on camera like he was last week. Like, I'm sorry, when Ken Anderson, he was clearly wasted on camera, clearly drunk, and that's your world champion. Unacceptable, man. I'm sorry.
Well, and it shows you that Ken Anderson, he's not beating the allegations, man. One of the biggest things going around this guy is that he's been a drug user and alcoholic for a long time. I don't care if your career isn't where it should be, man. If you stay sober and keep on working hard, you will get hired back in the big leagues. It's like it almost feels like he's blackballed, like he's in an EC3 type situation, so he's just going into business for himself. I don't know,
it could be, or it's like what I think it is with Ken Anderson. It's like they're lucky to have me. They need as much star power as they can. They're lucky to have me. Yeah, I'll have a few. So what? So what if I'm drunk before the show? You know, it doesn't matter. This is JCW. I'm Ken Anderson. I'm a big fucking star. That's honestly how I think there's a bit of that going on there.
No, you're absolutely right. That's how he's thinking, and that's the wrong way to think in a situation like that. You should be grateful that you've been given a shot by Vince Russo when he was doing nothing before that. So, Marky D is a satire YouTuber, but honestly, man, really take a look at his video and tell me that he's not at least halfway right. We're hardcore juggalos here, man. We've been down with the clown for fucking decades. Decades. Tell me that he doesn't have any points.
Well, I mean, like, you have a Hatchet Man tattoo.
Yeah.
I have, I have ICP shirts. I have an ICP jersey. I remember when the Wraith Shangri-La came out, like, happy as fuck that it was coming out. I remember that, like, waiting for it to come out. I've been a juggalo for a long fucking time. So for us, it's like we just want a good show, man. And I'm sorry, I'm gonna keep it real. I think Russo needs to up his fucking game. Vince Russo can do better than this. I know he can. This is not good enough. And I'm not going to be one of those people who's going to be in the comments, "Oh my God, best show ever, fire him up." No, I'm not going to do that. You got to be doing better than this. I know Vince Russo could do better. He's got to do better.
I think there's just a lot of stuff going on right now with his family. I know he had to deal with stuff with his wife, with his dad. Sure. And not only that, but you have to think that maybe the storyline that they're doing right now with the power struggle between Jay and Russo, maybe it hits home. I'm just saying, I'm thinking it got to a point where, at first it was a honeymoon and they were both on the same page. And now that they've been working together for a little bit, they're like, I don't like this. I don't like this. And I feel like there's nitpicking going on. I don't feel like there's cohesion. Maybe it's just shit I'm making up, but it feels like there's no cohesion with the shows. What it reminds me of when Triple H and Vince McMahon both used to get their shit in on Raw or a pay-per-view. And it was just like, this is good, this sucks. This is good, this sucks. That's what it reminds me of.
Well, just like to me, like just as a viewer, like I'm trying. Like I still don't understand why Caleb Conley is the like. What about Caleb Conley made Vince Russo go, okay, he's the chosen one? Why
Especially
is
since you had Kerry Morton, you had Kerry Morton, and then you just send him to Japan. How does that make any sense?
It doesn't make any sense. And then like with Violent J, like didn't Violent J lose control of the company? And so like what's he doing back on TV just all of a sudden? Like you gotta explain these things. You can't just like put them back on TV and then expect me to be okay with it because I'm a Vince Russo fan. No, you gotta and a Juggalo. No, you gotta give me a story there. You gotta give me a reason why, and they're not doing that. And so, like for me, they're putting Mickey Knuckles' fat sloppy pig ass on TV every fucking week in the beginning of the show, in the main event. So the show starts out with a 5-minute video package, and let's be brutally honest. This is going to be the edgy take here. What's happening with JCW when Jeff Lane will argue with you about the performance of the show? Here's what's going on. Okay, in about a week, JCW used to get about 40K, 30K, 40K views within about a week. And that was spread out. What they're getting now, it's like the majority of their views are concentrated in the first 1 to 3 days, right? It's like 30,000 viewers, like 20 to 30,000 within the first 2 to 3 days, right? That's normally what they'll get. What's not happening is this. When was the last time an episode of JCW Lunacy had 50,000 viewers or more?
It's been a little bit, but I mean, that is something that happens, honestly, when you don't have cohesion. I think if there was cohesion going on, you might have them getting on the same page and have some solid storylines, be pushing the right people. I just feel like because there's no cohesion between Russo and Jay, and I could be just making shit up in my head, but that's what it feels like when I'm watching the show. I don't feel unity. I feel like I'm getting my idea in here, I'm getting my idea in here. I don't feel like they're really on the same page like they used to be. Don't get me wrong, when we first started watching them together, we saw a lot of magic happening, man. And it just feels like they dropped the ball on a lot of shit. And I don't know. I feel like a lot of this is Jay. I could be wrong. I feel like a lot of it's Jay. I think that Russo's trying the best with his situation.
Well, and see, let's really look at that. And so I want to talk about that real quick. So let's explore that theory. That would make a lot of sense as to why the whole Caleb Conley thing was just kind of thrown out of left field, as to why Kerry Morton was kind of just written off TV. Maybe there's an injury going on with him. Maybe he's got something going on. I will say this, like as a viewer, it does look like the show is being pulled in multiple different creative directions between what Jay wants and what Russo wants. But the problem with it is that they've got to eventually be on the same page here, creatively. For the good of the show, they've got to be on the same page. And it's just, I'm not, and again, people need to understand, we're not trying to tear JCW down. We are the last people who would want to tear it down. We just see problems with the show, and we want the problems to be addressed.
We're honest. We're not grifters. Yeah. That's the thing. Is like we're honest about every company. That's why with TNA, we may rip it to shreds for its inconsistency, but when it's on fire, it is on fire. That's why we're here reviewing it, because last week was so freaking good. We decided to take a week off. I watched it on my own time, same thing with my brother, and we're like, dude, this was a good show. And so we're hoping that maybe they could replicate a little bit of that magic that they did the previous week. Who knows if they will? We'll see.
Sure. Well, I mean, let's look at TNA just in the long term. So like of the past 2 months, right? Let's go like 5 months. So the past 5 months with TNA, we've seen an increase in ticket sales. We've seen now they're on a much larger TV platform. They're getting a more attractive female roster. They're getting a better men's roster. The promos are getting better. The production is slightly improving. I am noticing improvements there. So at least with TNA, they're onwards and upwards. Like they're trying. You see that they're trying to improve. You're not seeing that with WWE. You're kind of sort of seeing that with AEW, but not really. Like it's not consistent. But you are seeing it consistently with TNA, and that's why I'm willing to give TNA my viewership, because I'm seeing that consistent upgrade happening.
Yeah. I mean, even right here, we got Santino and Daria. They had a great segment last week, and I don't say this often about Santino, but his acting was pretty good, man. Yeah. So here he is. He's working with Daria. They have a storyline going there. They have that, basically the good cop, bad cop type of feel to them. I like it, man. I like what's going on. Trent High said, looks like Ricochet and his keyboard warrior personality is causing him trouble. Good. Looks like AEW may let him go, or even Samantha deactivate her account. Yeah, I saw what happened with Samantha Irvin. Yeah, some of the death threats were wild. We'll cover them on the news, man. Really wild. And with Ricochet, here's how I feel about it. I don't think he's going to get fired. I think what's going to happen is he's going to get a 30-day suspension, and then he'll be brought back to TV. They're hoping that with 30 days of him being suspended, that the fans will forget about this shit. You know how they are. They're like fireflies, man. They find a new light to go to every time. So I think that, yeah, he's just going to get a 30-day suspension and he'll be back. I don't think he's going to have to worry about being fired about this. I could be wrong, though. Who knows?
I don't expect him to get fired. I think they're just going to keep him off TV. He'll probably have like a little bit of a slap on the wrist, and that's pretty much it. But who knows? I mean, maybe Tony Khan will fire the guy. Either way, I mean, what are you losing if you keep him off TV? You put him on like, what are you losing by keeping him off TV? Nothing. He's not a megastar. You're not gonna lose money if he's not there. So, yeah.
Well, he's a guy that can't carry the show on his own. He's just another part of the show, and fans are going to realize that real quick. It's like he really let this whole keyboard warrior personality take over. It's a situation where, yeah, he was never a good mic worker. He was never a good actor. But for an old lady to say, yeah, you're not good at acting, and for that to be the thing that the straw that broke the camel's back, obviously he's very sensitive about it. At a situation like that, he should have manned up, honestly, and been like, you know what, hey, this is not something I'm great at. Maybe I'll never be great at it, but you know what? I have a girl who's a good promo cutter. She's a good personality. Get Samantha as his valet. I think it would have been perfect for TV if he hadn't gotten himself in this situation. I don't know if she's still under some sort of, like, no compete for another year or whatever. But shit, once she's ready, bring her on TV.
Yeah, when she's ready, yeah, put her on TV. Because, like, with Samantha, she looks good and she is good on the mic. Just her as a ring announcer, just way too over the top, you know. Yeah. So I think her in that role as a manager, I think she'd be good as a manager. I'll be real.
Yeah,
looks great. Good on the mic.
Well, it'd be almost like another Brandy Rhodes, you know. Since Brandy won't go on TV, shit, bring on Samantha Irvin, but better, exactly. No, for sure. So this match right here, this confuses me. We have Mr. Elegance, who looks like Jungle Boy on like just some high test juice. Like this guy, it's weird because he's got like that 12-year-old face, but then just like this massively jacked body. And he's going up against Jungle Roids. Love it. Jungle Roids. So he's going up against a guy who's 75 years old. We watched them compete at one of the TNA shows, I think No Surrender. This guy shouldn't still be wrestling, and he's still fucking wrestling. I don't know why he's wrestling Mr. Elegance. I don't know what the storyline here is, but we'll find out.
Bless his heart, you know, he's still going at it. Good guy, dude. This guy is ancient. He looks like anybody remember the fucking the Six Flag old man? Remember him?
You know who he looks like? He looks like Paul Ellerling if he just shaved the goatee.
He just looks like an old penis in a singlet. This is just sad looking guy. He should be fucking, you know, dancing outside of a bus for a Six Flag commercial. That's what he should be doing.
He needs to thick glasses in a suit. Well, and apparently the whole story with this guy Mike Jackson is he was like a journeyman. I think they went the wrong route. When I think of Mike Jackson, I think of Trainer of the Stars. He should have had like a crazy boxing trainer type gimmick, you know? Come on.
Something. I will say this. I hate to admit it.
Sure.
I'm not bored.
Hey, well, the reason why is because TNA, it's an island of misfits. And you may not always get good matches, but you'll get something out of left field. And that's exactly what it is. To put a 75-year-old man in the ring with a dude in his 20s who's jacked to the fucking T, only TNA. Only
TNA. Can I talk about two? So I don't know if anybody knows this, but I'm back on Twitter. Do you guys want to talk to me? Feel free, man. Feel free. Two things. Number one, I put over AEW last night.
Yeah, I saw that. Well, I haven't had a chance to watch the show, but Tony was talking about it, how ahead of time he said, prepare for a crazy, crazy Dynamite. So I'm glad he actually, you know, lived up to his word for once. Good for him.
That was a good Dynamite. I'm not going to really say much more about, like,
go for it.
Guys, definitely go. Okay. So
go for it. Yeah.
Here are the good things, right? So like, and it fits in with what I and you and I have been asking for. The longest match on the show was the main event, and it was 12 minutes. And then after that long match, you know what happened? Edge and Christian came out, and they Edge speared the FTR, and Christian kicked the other one in the nuts, the fat chunky one, or the fatter chunky one. Cashes, yeah.
Okay, I mean, hey, that's something. I like seeing the reunification of Edge and Christian. That's good. Yeah. That's good, man. Well, and that's the thing, too, is just we want to see storylines that people care about. Edge and Christian getting back together. Nobody liked Edge and Christian being at each other's necks. Bring them back together, man. That's what matters.
Bring them back together. So what's going on is they're together, and they're going to be challenging FTR for the titles at whatever the Dynasty on the 12th. Okay. That's star power. You get Edge and Christian. They're known. They're well known by the wrestling business. So, yeah. So that was cool. The car crash segment, dude. All right.
Darby, right?
with Darby Allin and Gabe Kidd.
Yeah.
All right. So before the match, so I like the way they started this out. Before the match, they didn't start this out in the ring and with some fucking hard fought contest. No. They started this out with like Gabe Kidd's like, "I'm gonna see you in the parking lot, you son of a bitch," and then so he's waiting in the parking lot. Darby Allin comes up, drives to the car, gets out of the car, starts wailing on him. They start fighting. Darby Allin somehow just beats the fuck out of him, gets him in the trunk of the car. He drives off, drives the car over a hill. The car flips over, crashes. He gets out, and they brawl their way back into the arena. I'm like, okay, that's cool. I'm cool with that. And then it got into the point where it's like Darby Allin gets him in a straitjacket, starts kicking his ass, gets him into the coffin, and the match wasn't that very long. And that's another thing I'll say, too, is that there weren't long matches on the show. There was a Speedball Mike Bailey match, but that was like less than 10 minutes, so whatever.
Dude,
it's, yeah.
The car involved in that, they're selling on Facebook Marketplace for $11. Surprised some fucking Mark hasn't bought that shit yet,
Like $11, was it like a Lincoln Town Car or something like that?
It showed it upside down, flipped alongside a bridge. So I was like, dude, right there, that's a nice little collector's item. Just saying.
That's fucking cool. Yeah. So overall, I think the show was entertaining. It had a good flow to it. Nothing really went too long. A lot of action, a lot of crazy stuff going on. So, the Toni Storm getting laid out in the back. That's something that we could talk about.
Well, you heard about what happened with her. She's out indefinitely. I don't think this is a storyline.
No.
But they're saying that she's out indefinitely after this shit. After they tried to set up Rousey versus Storm. I didn't see the segment, so was it a foul on Ronda? What do you think happened?
So here's what the segment was. So they show this video package of like something that happened earlier in the day. They go into the back room, Toni Storm's locker room. You got Luther freaking out. He's like, oh god. They go in there. Mina's like consoling Toni. Toni's laid out on the ground with like blood on her head. So it's making it look like somebody like bludgeoned her in the head, and she's going to be missing TV. So I think what's happening is she's going to be missing TV time due to something, and you'll probably see her back. My guess would be Double or Nothing. Maybe All In. You'll see her come back. I think what it is it could just be an injury,
Or maybe Robinson got his juice in her and put her out for a little bit. Just saying.
It could be that. It could be that. Or I'm gonna throw it out there. No one said it. No one said it. I'm gonna throw it out there. I'm gonna get people talking shit, but I don't care.
Booby job.
She comes back with double D's or nothing at Double or Nothing. Fuck yeah.
Well, hey, that's why I'm saying maybe it'd be better for her just to get a little bit of Robinson's juice so she can get some natural boobs. She might be one of those women that once the maternal instinct kicks in, she gets huge tits. That's the thing. She's never had a kid before. I say it's worth a try to see how big they can get on their own,
That would be crazy. Toni Storm with like double D's would be fucking crazy.
She would be really put together because she's already got that big, huge butt, and then she has big, huge boobs. Yeah, she'd be the ultimate gooner bait for all AEW. You got your ultimate gooner chick right there. So, Flat Pat,
you got two reasons. Oh, Flat Pat, how's it going, man?
Good to see you, man. Been a while. Do you guys have any collectible, expensive ICP merchandise or jerseys that you got years ago? Yes, I do have a Ringmaster hockey jersey that I got a long time ago. I have an ICP baseball jersey that I got back like in 2001. I have a copy of Twisted's Mirror Mirror that I got signed by Madrox and Monoxide. Another one, Psychopathics from Outer Space, that I got signed by Jay and Chags. Shit. I'd have to go looking through my shit. That's the stuff off the top of my head. And then I got this awesome 3D printed Hatchet Man that JC made me, so that's part of my collection too. Whoop whoop.
All right, so as a little aside, we'll get back to that. They got ODB out on the screen. She's
beating
up Mr. Elegance. This is good, man. I'm entertained.
Sick. What I love about this and why I feel Mr. Elegance fits in with the company, this is sports entertainment, man. What we're seeing right here. He's a goofball character. She's got 2 drinks right now. She's probably going to down them both and then fucking dump them in her boobs and maybe do a little titty dance with them. Oh, she's giving it to old man. Okay.
Aw.
Her tits have gotten like at least 2 times bigger.
Yeah, they're fucking like double what they used to be.
So they're dumping, what is this, like chili cups on top of him? They dump cups of chili on top of Elegance. So this is the Roman Reigns dog food segment all over again. I'll take it, though, because at least, she's got some big boobs. I'll take it.
I'll take it, damn it. She's getting a bit, more of a of an ass going on there,
Yeah, no, it's awesome.
her.
Yeah, well, you know what? I was against Elegance being a goofball character. I think he fits the role, dude. The more that I see of this guy, he's a great goofball wrestler.
He's a great goofball wrestler. He fits that faction because that's a goofball faction. You got to have a goofy guy in there. I think he fits perfectly. Now, he doesn't have much of a personality, but quite frankly, do you need to have one? Nah, you just got to have everybody else kind of doing the... He's got the girls, and he's got Iceman to do the promos.
Yeah, so that's what I'm saying is this is why I really advocate more for stables with a good speaker in them, a good valet, a good manager. Because then you can get anybody. It doesn't matter if they're shitty mic workers or not, and you can make them matter. It's as simple as that. Even this stable right here, they're showing the system. They got Bear Bronson, Cedric Alexander, Kurt Hawkins, and Eddie Edwards. I hate to say this, at least Bear's doing a decent job on the mic. I'll give him that.
This is a pretty good promo.
Cedric's terrible, but I mean...
Oh, Cedric is awful, yeah. But it's overall, it's a pretty good promo. So they're backstage, they're dressed in black, they're cutting like a promo into the camera. It's fine. It's a fine promo.
Tick-tock, talking to the world. How come when Eddie Edwards talk, it sounds like he doesn't even move his lips? It's like, I'm trying to do like ventriloquist work and I can't even lift my teeth up, but I'm just going to talk through my teeth.
I think he's B-word fat, you know?
That's what it is. I'll give Bronson credit, man. He's only 31 years old. He's a young talent. He's not a bad signing from AEW. I mean, he did the indies for a little bit, but I think overall he's not too bad.
He's okay.
King Marcus said, "What's up, TWRP? Been a while. I returned back for 5 minutes and discover Ricochet being a complete tool has caused an uproar of death threats for him and Samantha. Good to know ICW is still classy as ever. The IWC. Not for sure. And good to see you back, King Marcus. Yeah, this is what happens nowadays in pro wrestling, is that wrestling is so fucking dead when it comes to the shows that the IWC is where all the heat is at. Yep. Usually when we cover stories on what's happening on the news, there's usually an IWC story just about every single week. You know, the previous week it was what was happening between Rhea and Jade, and now this week it's what's happening with Ricochet. It's always some drama or some bullshit to talk about. So yeah, now people are talking about cutting off Samantha Irvin's head, doing some weird shit, man. Psychopaths. Sickos. And not in the good way. Never in the good way. I don't know how Tony could think that's a good way. Now what Tony needs to do is he needs to get on his high horse, get on his soapbox, and announce, don't ever do this again as fans. If they get reprimanded by Tony, they'll feel bad. That's the big problem, is that all these promoters just let these fucking psychopaths say whatever. You guys are billionaires and millionaires. They can't touch you. What the fuck are you afraid of?
Especially with Tony, because they want to fit in. Especially the sickos, they will abide by. I promise you, they will abide by it. If Tony Khan says, "All right, guys, fucking stop the fucking death threats, stop the fucking death threats," I promise you, they'll stop the death threats.
Well, because at that situation, they'll be like, I don't want my favorite promoter hating me. Because they feel like they have this weird personal relationship with Tony, even though he has no idea who they are. But they, in their own fucked up heads, they're like, he's my daddy, he's my savior, I have to fight for him no matter what. And if they realize that they pissed their daddy off, yeah, they're going to be pretty down on themselves. Good. These motherfuckers should feel bad for fucking sending a death threat to somebody that they don't know.
Right. It's just so ridiculous to be sending death threats. Like, you know what you do? You block Ricochet. That's what you do. You block him.
Well, if what he says triggers you so much, you either block him, you mute him, or you say your piece like you're a fucking asshole and you move on. To be involving Samantha Irvin in this shit is some of the most cowardly shit ever. To be involving a woman who had nothing to do with this. She's just with the dude. She doesn't have any control over the douchebag shit he says. Probably wants to get out of the relationship. I don't know. She talks about getting a pipe from him. I don't know. Maybe she likes his D. I don't know. Either way, all I could say is that it's a situation where she was not personally involved, yet these fans chose to involve her, which is evil. It's disgusting. And there's never, ever in any universe excuse for death threats unless they personally involve your family. If somebody's saying, I'm going to go and kill your family, then yeah, you got a right to speak up. You got a right to fucking take it seriously. But these fans, they'll do this over pro wrestling angles, over a guy going on the internet and saying, I'm glad you got MS. Did you know that, Grandma? Was she your grandma? No. You're just virtue signaling. You're being a dipshit. It's okay to be angry about it. Of course, what Ricochet did was douchebag. It was totally bad. But to be doing death threats, that's where you invalidated any sort of virtue signaling you ever wanted to do in the first place. The minute you took it to there.
Well, it's like he buried himself by doing it. Just like, let the dead bury the dead. You know, it's if he's going to bury himself, just let him bury himself. Just what you do is you go to Tony Khan and say, hey, Tony, is this acceptable? You got wrestlers wishing, saying it's a good thing that a person has MS. I mean, like, this is the kind of shit that, like, you don't need to send a death threat over at all.
Well, and if anything, they should have been really, I hate to say this, they'll never admit this. They should have been coming down on Tony for allowing this to last more than a day. Because that's the thing, is like, even after a day of saying this, because we were in real time seeing this shit happen, even after a day of this happening, he said nothing to him. Ricochet was still being an asshole in his replies, quote tweeting motherfuckers, making fun of them, calling them soft, all this shit. And then HR called. And once HR called, it's like, okay, now I gotta drop the fucking gimmick and apologize.
Well, and see, there's clearly a communication problem within AEW. And if you don't believe me, look at Britt Baker and her. Like, she's not even aware of why she's not back on TV.
She knows, she just doesn't want to admit fault like most scandalous women. That's what it is. It's a scandalous bitch shit. Where she knows that she's guilty, but she doesn't want to admit she's guilty because that makes her look guilty in her own fucked up head. She'd rather say, I'm getting death threats. I can't do my side job. I'm getting death threats. Well, Tony has you under guaranteed pay, so you don't need to work. You can sit at the poll literally every day and scroll, and you get paid for it.
She's on a downside guarantee, so it's like no matter what happens to her, good, bad, or indifferent, she's going to get paid from AEW.
Right. So all she literally has to do is just really chill at home. Fucking order food, have them leave it on the doorstep. You don't even need to go out in public. Nope. You could be a fucking recluse. Go back to the COVID days practically,
Right. I mean, just do whatever the fuck you want. It's like she's getting, this is the thing I hate about it, is like she's getting paid basically to just sit at home.
Look at Rio. Rio was off of TV for 8 months. We only found out that she was, getting paid by Kenny Omega. Kenny was like, yeah, she's getting paid $400K. So that's the type of thing that Tony does, is he locks down these talents and he pays them regardless, if they're on TV or not. Same thing with Miro. Miro couldn't talk shit. Aleister Black couldn't talk shit. Yet they still did, even though they were getting paid just to sit at home.
Yeah, bullshit. Man, it's bullshit. It's bullshit, and it's like this whole Toni Storm thing. It kind of ties back to it. It's like, so apparently with Dave Meltzer, he's saying that they didn't know until the day of the show that Toni Storm was gonna, because they thought she was gonna be fine. And it's true that she was advertised for that match that night. So, and what Dave is saying is that basically, they found out basically the day of that she was not going to be able to perform, and looks like they wrote her off TV. So, yeah.
Hey, great on the fly booking. I'll give them credit for that.
Yeah.
To be on the fly like that and have a setup angle with Ronda Rousey and Toni Storm, a huge angle, by the way, in the women's division, and to pivot like that, props, Well,
and what I like they're doing, too, is on social media, they're doing a whodunit kind of thing. It's like it's like a picture of Toni Storm laid out and like clues in the background you got to look for.
Have it be Mina. They'll probably
Mina, yeah.
I mean, they'll probably, I don't know, they might do that. I mean, but
maybe.
I'm just saying, it's something to work with. So, yeah, I mean, the IWC, they're pieces of shit, always have been. Trent High said, do you think Dave will ever praise TNA? He did. He actually did. Most people don't remember this, but there have been times that he praised TNA, and it was mainly because of certain stars that were a part of it. I remember when Will Ospreay and Kenny Omega were working with TNA. Was this back in 2023, 2024? Around that time period, you saw Dave actually say nice things about TNA. They were getting their lowest ratings ever. I'll never forget that Kenny Omega episode that he was on. It was, 50,000 viewers? Yeah, so like a JC...
No. That one actually did, I think, 200,000.
No. There was one with Kenny where he, won the title or whatever, appeared, after winning the title, 50K. So, it was not a good period for TNA during that point when they were just bringing over the New Japan guys. But yeah, that's the only way he'll ever praise it, is if guys from New Japan go over to TNA and compete.
And that's the thing, man. It shows his bias. He's clearly biased. He's not an unbiased journalist at all. He's barely a journalist. He's selling his opinions for the most part.
Well, and that's what Triple H is hoping. He's like, yeah, if I sign Hiromu Takahashi and Evil, yeah, I'll totally get the 5 stars. Well, what he doesn't realize is it's not Japan, and those were never Dave's favorites.
No.
He likes the fucking gay-looking Japanese guys or the gaijins. He likes the white dudes and the fucking gay-looking Japanese guys. If you're not Okada, Ospreay, or Omega, you're bunk.
I mean, he was giving Okada those hungry eyes. I mean, when he was at that show.
Yeah, I've seen who he likes.
Wow.
I've seen who he puts over. I hate to say they're all a little gay looking. I mean, Will Ospreay and Kenny Omega, I'll admit they are very talented wrestlers. You can't deny that they might swing to both sides. In fact, I think even Will admitted it.
He did make a comment like towards that effect of like he might swing both ways. So
And Kenny, I mean, he dresses up in his cat suit, so that tells you everything.
Yeah, his Sailor Moon outfit. Yeah,
yeah, tells you everything. All right, so we got the Angel Warriors coming out. This is a weird tag team. It's Lei Ying and Zia Brookside. Like, that to me is such a fucking random mismatch. Like, how did these two get together?
Work rate and love of the business. I don't know.
I don't remember these two getting together. I don't mind them. I mean, they're at least an attractive tag team.
Yeah,
but I'm like,
yeah.
what the fuck is the cohesion here?
None.
And how the fuck is Danny Luna aligned with Ariana Grace? I thought she was a babyface.
Oh no, Danny Luna turned heel.
Why? She's not a good heel.
No, she's not. I think people, like a lot of TNA fans, overrate the fuck out of Danny Luna. Oh, she's good in the ring. What? Is she good at anything else? No, but why should that matter? She's good in the ring.
She's
like,
just,
dude, like...
Well, she's just what? Jody Threat from Australia with bigger thighs?
Yeah, she's a fatter Jody Threat. Wow.
Cool.
Yeah, we really need that. That's amazing. Oh, but she's young and she could do flips and kicks. Who gives a shit? Who cares? She's boring. She has no personality.
Well, that's the thing, too, is like, it looks weird. She's got those rhino thighs and the A cup.
Yeah.
I would prefer if a woman had a build like that she doesn't dress so, in such a flattering outfit. You know what I'm saying? Wear like a one piece or something. I don't know. Wear something.
Wear a cardboard box, something.
Something, to cover
it up.
Cover it up. Well, in the ring, she's very good at what she does. She's a strong woman. I can't take that away from her. But she badly needs a manager, a valet, somebody to fucking help her on the mic, because she ain't getting any better. I'll tell you that much.
No, that is like, even the fucking marks for her will agree. Yeah, that is kind of a weakness, but that shouldn't matter. This is wrestling. And I'm like, no, motherfucker. No, you match mark. You asshole that's killing the business. No. You gotta have a personality to go with it. Good in-ring skills are a dime a dozen.
Why do they hate fully finished products? Why do they have such a hatred of people that are jack of all trades? Like, they love these fucking one-trick ponies that can't do anything else but in-ring shit. It's like, I get it. You watch the wrestling for the wrestling. Yeah, I get it. But without the promos, without the storylines, the shit would be on the streets. It would be under a fucking tent with fucking 5 neckbeards and folding chairs ready to fall through because they're so fucking fat. That's what would be happening.
It would be in backyards.
Yep, back-to backyards.
With like rings made of like bungee cords and fucking trash bags.
Piss-stained mattresses from the fucking junkyard.
Piss-stained junkyard mattresses. Like that, like if the match marks got their way, that's what wrestling would become. That's honestly what it would become.
Every match would be a fight for a snack-sized bag of Frito-Lay chips with with maybe hepatitis and bed bug bites to go with it for free.
Your pay is hepatitis and bug bites. Enjoy. You earned it.
You worked hard for that shit. Have you ever seen it? I can't remember what it's called, but it was made like early 2000s, and it was a movie about indie wrestling, and they had, I want to say that the Black Power Ranger on that shit. And it was him, and he was like learning how to do backyard wrestling, and it had Frankie Kazarian in it too. Did you ever see that shit?
No, I didn't. What was it called?
I'll try to find it on. I watched it on Tubi probably about a month ago.
It's on Tubi, okay.
But yeah, I think it's like Backyard Dogs or some shit. But yeah, I watched that, and that was pretty true to life to what the indies and backyard wrestling are like.
Damn it! Now I'm looking it up. Damn it!
Go for it. So now, yeah, I remember the motherfuckers who were sending death threats to Roman Reigns. I remember the fuckers who were sending death threats to us when we talk shit about AEW.
Yup.
I remember the fuckers sending threats to us when we talk shit about the Alexa Bliss stalker. We remember all this shit, man. I've seen every single top wrestler get death threats. It's like, honestly, rites of passage nowadays. You're not successful until you get a death threat.
Like, that's how you know you're successful. It's like, hey, man, I got like 1,000 death threats last week. You made it, man. You made it.
You made
right,
it.
so
Go for it.
I found the movie. It's on there. It's Backyard Dogs is what it's called.
Backyard Dogs. Yeah. I thought it was
Ricky Kazarian, he's in it.
not a bad movie for a 2000s flick. I was looking for something cheesy on Tubi, and I was like, okay, I actually watched this all the way through. Okay. I didn't turn it down or turn it off.
Fuck yeah, dude. It looks like it's something that I'm probably going to end up checking out.
Gio hit the nail on the head. This is all bad parenting, man.
Yup.
You hit the nail on the fucking head. This is what it all comes down to, is they have piece of shit garbage parents that hate them or probably don't care about them. So this is how they have to get validation. It's disgusting, man.
It's their way of getting attention. It's like nobody gave them attention. No one cared about them. So they make death threats to wrestlers to get attention. And it works. But it's not the kind of attention that you want.
Nope, not at all. King Marcus said, off topic, but finally gone sober successfully.
Nice.
I'm very proud of you, King Marcus. It's not easy, man.
No.
Yeah, I passed 2 years, coming up on 3 years of not drinking. It gets easier the longer you go, man. The more you go without it, the more you realize that it's not necessary and that it's a waste of money. That's the biggest thing, man. Don't get me wrong, I still smoke, but quitting drinking was big, man, because I did it for a long time. And it was like, for me, it was like I could start to feel like my liver getting swollen after certain drinking sessions. And I'm like, dude, I need to stop. This is too much. Here I am, getting fucking, 80s rocker fucking liver pains. Drinking too much, man. So yeah, that like once I started getting like the liver pains, I just turned it off, man. I turned off that drinking, got done with it.
And that's awesome that you're finally sober because you feel better. It's like you feel like shit like immediately because you're dependent on it, but like
Right.
in a little bit, your body it'll cope with not having it in there, not having it in your system, and you'll just feel good, man. You'll have energy. You'll be able to think clearly. I've been sober I haven't been sober for as long as my brother. I've been sober for over 8 months now.
Nice.
Nothing at all.
I'm so proud of you, man, for just making it that long, because it was a big part of our lives, man. I mean, I'm sure you remember a lot of our live streams.
Oh, yeah.
Very, very alcohol fueled. What we used to make is drinks we called El Jabronis. So we take like cheap charcoal filtered vodka, like the shit you would get at like Vaughn's for like $6.
Only
you take
the finest.
Only the finest. You take the cheapest fucking shit you could find, but it's plentiful. You get a 1.5 for like $6 or $7. So you get that, and then you just juice, Gatorade, soda, and just make our own mixes, man. And we had a great time with that. Don't get me wrong, but at the same time, the health issues, man. For me, it was the health issues and realizing like how I acted on it too. Like I didn't. You don't realize how much of a dick you can be until you're off of it, and you have other people saying, man, you're a fucking dick. And I was like, shit, I didn't realize. I'm sorry. So, yeah, don't get me wrong. It's a good social lubricant, but if you can go without it, even better, man.
No, totally. The one thing that it does, like it numbs the pain. So if you're dealing with pain, alcohol can help with that. It's more effective? An indica.
Oh yeah, no, it really is, and even CBD, man. Like especially if you're trying to do straight edge, you don't want any buzz or anything,
Edibles.
man. CBD edibles too. Yeah, they have it in everything now. They have CBD drinks, CBD edibles. I mean, pretty much any which way. CBD vape pens, where you don't get the buzz, you just get the feeling and the medicinal efforts of it, which is good, man. I'm glad that that's available to people now, and it's such a wide variety too. That's the great thing about it. So, it's cool, man. It really works out. So, yeah, I'm very proud of you, King Marcus.
Fuck yeah, absolutely. Yeah, because it's tough, man. It is, but when you do it, when you're finally clean and for a while, you'll see the advantages in the long run.
For me, it's like, I don't know, man. I never had a lot of energy once I drank. You feel good for like about an hour, and then you just go, just dive bomb on the energy. You can't work out on that shit. I don't know how the fuck Charlie Sheen and 2.5 Men would go on the treadmill and have vodka in his water bottle. Like, you ever try to work out while drinking? The hardest shit ever.
Well, it's for me. I get shortness of breath when I'm drinking, because I did try that before, like drinking while working out. You just get short of breath.
Yeah, you don't feel good. CBD
No.
steaks, wow, that sounds good. Heck yes.
Maybe like a CBD butter you could put on there, and yeah.
Oh, that's a great thing too. Yeah, it's for those that made their own butter, very easy to make, man. Not that hard to make. very few steps. You can make your own butter. It does take a lot of green to make it, but once you get it going, man, you can do that for everything you're cooking with. So, yeah, it really helps, man.
You can make your own, CBD bacon cheeseburgers,
Oh. If we're ever in the area, would love to get a drink with my brother and I. We can't have any alcohol, but I'll take a soda, man. I'll take a soda for sure. I'll take a soda.
Soda.
So yeah, this is a good thing, man. Yeah, so you know what? One thing I like about this match though is they got Ariana Grace in here, and to me, Ariana Grace, when we talk about like the future of NXT, the type of talent that they brought out, she's one of them, man. Like she is one of the best young up and coming talents right now, and like just to think that came from Santino's nutsack, that's the crazy thing. That's the crazy thing. Like this amazing talent came out of Santino's nutsack.
Fuck it. Like, in my opinion, she's like a curvier brunette Taryn Terrell.
She's awesome, dude. Like,
she's awesome.
I cannot wait for the feud with her and Tessa. That, to me, is two of the best females in pro wrestling going at it. TNA should be lucky they got them.
Yeah, see, I don't know any of that. I didn't look at the spoilers. I don't know what's going on. So you're telling me that Tessa's going to be in the fucking main event?
She quote tweeted Ariana Grace talking about a challenge and said she's going to bring it. That's just something I saw on X, so I'm waiting for them to bring it to TV. But I think that's her next big. Yeah, I think that's her next big feud because these are all taped too. So don't they tape like 4 in a row?
Yeah, what they'll do is they'll go live once a month and then they'll tape the rest.
Okay.
So this is one of the taped ones. Yeah, I gotta say so far it's not great, but it's not bad. It's like somewhere between like decent and almost good. It's
watchable. That's the main thing that I can hope with for modern day pro wrestling is that you hook me to the point that I'm still watching the product and not fucking just embarrassed to be watching it. Like with this, I gotta say, I like the arena that they're in. It looks professional.
Sure.
I think that TNA's doing a better job of like really working with young talent and trying to bring them up, which I appreciate. Something you don't see on Triple H's mainstream roster. So, speaking of though, Trent High said, when did Levesque begin the Dave love? This really began in NXT. That's when we noticed it. Like, he really was trying to get the Dave crowd. I mean, shit. What would you do? You'd watch PWG shows back in the day. Who would be live at ringside? Dave Meltzer. It was right in his neck of the woods. He would go to see Kenny Omega, the Young Bucks. So what did Triple H do? He scoured PWG. Got the best work rate guys he could get from there. Got the best work rate guys he could get from Ring of Honor while it was still, before Tony bought it out. Got the best work rate guys he could get from Evolve. He did everything he could to please Dave Meltzer because he knows he can't book. He looked at a situation like this. If Ring of Honor could get this popular and PWG could get this popular by just doing matches, imagine what he could do.
Right. If he takes what he was thinking of is like, if I could take the WWE machine and apply it to Ring of Honor and New Japan, which was popular right around 2015, 2016. Like the Bullet Club was like all the rage back then. Like it was the popular thing within wrestling. And he looked at it and he was like, okay, you know what? I'm going to raid Ring of Honor. I'm going to raid New Japan. I'm going to bring them all into NXT. I'm going to put them all in long, hard-hitting matches with metal music. The fans are going to jerk off to it thinking it's the next Attitude Era. Like, yeah, fucking right. And it's going to be easy to book and it's going to get me over. And I can make it all about me saving wrestling and these idiots are going to buy it.
That right there, man, is honestly a Triple H is a bad booker. And it's strictly on Black and Gold and all the talents he invested in, and where are they now? Tommaso Ciampa is over in AEW. Johnny Gargano is barely hired to WWE. Adam Cole is out on the injury list with a series of concussions that he got from takeovers. And Ring of Honor, by the way. He's out in AEW. Can't be used. Where's Karrion Kross? I'd say I love the guy, but he's on the indies. Let's think of some other top guys. Velveteen Dream. On the indies, can't even get hired by a big company. Gunther is the one that's shoved down our fucking throats, even though nobody wants him as a champ. Like, you really look at a lot of the people that came out of Black and Gold. Look at even Shinsuke Nakamura. He's nobody nowadays, barely hanging on to a contract. Finn Balor. Yeah, he's got a feud with Dom, but after that, what has he got? Probably heading towards retirement.
Look at Johnny Gargano.
Yeah.
Mr. Wrestling. They were calling him Mr. Wrestling back then. Where is he now? Planking on a fucking production crate. Ooh.
Yeah. That's where it is. I mean, it's to the point where we keep on seeing this happen. We keep on seeing these guys who we put so much time and effort into making these huge stars, they're broken toys. And this is not trying to be cruel to them, but they never, besides Adam Cole, none of them ever tried to get better on the mic or tried to get better stories. Like with how fucking skinny Adam Cole was, at least I can give him credit for at least learning how to cut a promo. He never hit the gym, but at least he learned how to cut a promo.
Yeah, I mean, he was a good promo, which is why he should have been a manager. Like, from the get-go. Like, Vince apparently had given him that deal of, I'll pay you $1 million to be a manager. What a mark. He should have taken it.
That, to me, was one of the markiest things, and that told me that a lot of these guys are marks, because he should have been looking at it like this. Vince McMahon is not forever. Take the job, get $1 million, come in as a manager, and then eventually transition over to wrestler like LA Knight did. Yeah. Take the DDP route. Start out as a manager, become a top guy. He couldn't even think like that.
It's crazy to me that, like, if he had literally waited just 2 years,
yeah,
he would have been in WWE. Triple H would have taken over, and he would have been on, like, as much as Cody Rhodes was being shoved up her ass, Adam Cole would have been the counterpart to that. He would have been like almost as much shoved up her ass as Cody Rhodes is.
Not really. The only thing Cody has going for him is that I'll give him this. He's a tough dude. He is
sure.
He is durable. And that's why he's been a champion for so long, is that Triple H likes guys that are durable, that don't get injured too often. Cody is one of those durable guys. I mean, shit, he even proved his loyalty when he wrestled with that huge pec tear, Seth Rollins, when he first came in. Like, he's dedicated towards this shit.
We gave him credit back then. We gave him credit for that.
Yeah, I mean, like, Cody's a tough, durable, dedicated guy. The problem is that he can't bring in the numbers. That's the biggest thing that frustrates me about Cody. And he doesn't want to back down. He's like, you know what? I'm keeping my spot. Fuck you guys. It's not about if I don't get over, I do get over. I'm staying a babyface and I'm keeping my spot and fuck you.
And that's a problem because it's like what Cody Rhodes is doing right now is he is suffocating the business. He's suffocating WWE right now. The best thing that he could do would be to step aside for about like 8 to 9 months, maybe longer, to force Triple H to build somebody else up.
He will never do that because he realizes that without Triple H, he would be exactly what that fan said a while back, a favorite mid-carder. He would not be a main event guy. That's why he is clasping on for dear life to this push, and he will not let it go. He doesn't care if it gets staler than a month-old loaf of bread. He does not care. He will keep on doing that shit to keep his spot. He is a politicker, 100% all the way through. That's what him and Punk do. Not only are they ball game players with Triple H, but they're also politickers, which is why they have their spot, and veterans too. So,
yeah, they're like they know, and that's the thing with Cody is that he, like Triple H, they know how to play the game. They know how to work backstage. They know how to politic, and don't get it twisted. Cody Rhodes is a great politicker. That motherfucker knows what he's doing.
No, he does well because he even admits it in his interviews that he does, like with Chris Van Vliet. When he talked about the Golden Boy point, he's now rubbing it in like, yeah, I am the Golden Boy. What you gonna do about it? That's where it's at right now. Because he knows he's powerful. He knows he's got a big stake in the company. He knows Triple H loves him. And as long as Triple H is there, we're going to see this guy in WrestleManias. We're going to see him as a champion. We have no control over it until Triple H steps out. Otherwise, he will be shoved down our throat.
It's true, man. And I think that's the thing, too, is that, like, when somebody else takes over, I think Cody's going to get depushed. No matter, like, it could be Bruce Pritchard, it could be anybody. I think whoever takes over will want to promote the next crop of guys, the Obafemis, the Braun Breakers. And they should. You gotta build the future at some point, you know?
I'm just shocked that they haven't tried to put Logan Paul in a big match. I mean, hopefully they do. They've been doing a lot of teasing with Gronk and with Tom Brady lately. Hopefully they get something going with that. I don't think Seth Rollins is going to be cleared in time. Maybe he is. But they need to do something with that. Even if it's like Gronk versus, Logan Paul with Tom Brady, a special guest referee. Do something. You have to capitalize on this. Especially with WrestleMania being dead, they're going to need all the star power, all the celebrities they can get. That would be very smart for them to throw millions of dollars at Tom Brady and Gronk just to get in the ring and do something.
The way Tom Brady is talking about it, he was interviewed on a red carpet. It looks like they're working something right now. Like they're setting up an angle to have Tom Brady on WrestleMania. And if they're not, then what Tom Brady is doing is just making wrestling look bad, man.
Well, maybe it's something where they're talking right now and they haven't worked out the deals. And it's
Could
a
be.
possibility he pulls out the last minute because they're not offering him enough money because Triple H is lowballing him. Never know.
Could be, man. It very well could be. I really hope that, they can work something out to get Tom Brady there because they need star power. They really need something
Especially
more
with
than
Tom.
what they got now.
Well, especially with Tom freshly retiring, this is an open opportunity for him to make a lot of money and really get people talking about WWE. They're not going to be talking about it otherwise. The mainstream does not give a shit about Roman Reigns. They don't care about CM Punk. They don't care about Cody Rhodes. And they don't care about Randy Orton. We do as fans. We care about Randy. We care about Reigns. But the mainstream doesn't because Triple H has kept these motherfuckers down. If Vince was still in office, we might see some mainstream people, just saying.
We very well could if Vince is still in office. And he might be back in office. Who knows what's happening? And that's the thing with the ticket sales being what they are. If this continues on the path that it's going, they're not going to sell out for Mania. They're just not. There's no way.
Well, it was something that we kept on talking about. It's like, look, even last year, we were like, dude, where's the talk of the sellout? Usually they've been up in our fucking face saying, hey, we sold this out. It wasn't, and we were mentioning that on stream. It wasn't until halfway through the show when Shawn Michaels came out and said, yeah, we sold out at 61,000 something. So it wasn't until that happened. And I even think they were lying there. I still don't think that was correct. I think that there's some lies going on there, just like AEW was lying about their first All In being a sellout. We found out that it wasn't. Lies going all over the place in pro wrestling.
Yeah, they're exaggerating the ticket sales for sure. That's the thing, man. Is that it's? I know. I keep saying it like a fucking broken record, but it's true, man. TKO can't afford to lose money. They're fucking they're sharks. They will cut companies to the fucking bone. They do not care if they start losing money. If they're not able to bring record profits, changes are going to be made to WWE, and these changes are going to piss Nick Khan off. And good, fuck Nick Khan. If Nick Khan is the reason why Triple H is in his position and is constantly defending him, they both need to go.
He's a snake. He's an enabler. He was up Vince's ass when Vince was in control. We don't forget about that. Now he's up Triple H's ass. He's up the ass of whoever is in control. That's how he does. He's always been like that.
Well, and I'll throw a little bit of controversy out there too. Nick Khan has had connections to the Wall Street Post, for the Washington Post for a long time. Long time.
He's got connections, man. Well, not only that, but look who one of his best childhood friends is, The Rock. He's got connections to Hollywood. He's got connections everywhere, dude.
Maybe that allegation broke out with the help of Triple H and Nick Khan. Maybe they had a plan. Maybe there's a reason why they voted against Vince McMahon coming back.
Feels like a coordinated effort. We could be making shit up, but it doesn't feel like that. So yeah, man. Who knows what happens? It could be a really detrimental situation for Nick Khan coming forward. Hot man, all I gotta say is you're gonna see some crazy shit in this year and the next year. Just keep in mind through all of it, man. Don't get depressed. Just keep in mind this: the world is the stage. The best thing I can say. King Marcus said Cody should have been an arrogant heel in the mid card. Actual American nightmare. Cheat, abuse his nepotism, etc. Could have worked. But now instead we get Timu Cena with a dog fetish and noseman politics. 100%. 100%. Well, and that's the whole frustrating thing, is that, yeah, John Cena's whole gimmick was you can't see me. Cody Rhodes is literally transparent.
Yeah.
He is more see-through than John Cena could have ever hoped to be. We see right through him. We see this politicking snake, this backstabbing asshole that will do anything he can to keep his power. He doesn't care if he has to stab Rock in the back.
Well,
even if he could, he would stab Triple H in the back. Yeah, if it's me, guys, just let me know. If I'm blipping out, I'll go ahead and reset my connection. Just let me know. But nah, it's like that's what we're seeing right now. We're very much seeing a situation where Cody Rhodes, he thinks he's invisible. We see you, man. We see right through you. We see your character. We see the type of person that you are. So,
we see you, Cody. We know what you're all about. What you're all about is not something you could be putting on TV. I'll put it that way.
Yeah.
You gross lisping bastard. We know what you're up to.
I mean, we've seen the IWC. We know they're a bunch of pervert degenerates, so it kind of fits. Just saying.
I'm the pervert degenerate champion, guys.
It's this guy. What's so frustrating about it is that it's taken so long for people to see Cody Rhodes and Triple H's true colors.
Right, I know.
We were telling them for years now that these guys are politic and douchebags that will do nothing to bring up the popularity of the company, and they're all out for self. You didn't want to listen. Finally, now people are listening.
Because it wasn't the popular narrative. I think a lot of people, they just want to jump on the popular narrative. And I think that's what a lot of it is. And so now it's popular. Now it's popular to hate Triple H. Now it's becoming more and more popular to shit on Cody Rhodes. So,
yeah, that's what's frustrating to me, is that it took this long for people to realize this is what needed to be done about Cody Rhodes. This is what needed to be done about Triple H. They are ruining shows that you used to love, man. Everybody in this chat used to be a hardcore WWE fan, I'm sure, at one point of their life. Triple H has ruined that for you. Don't ever forget that. Cody Rhodes has had a big part in ruining that for you. Don't ever forget that. Hold these men responsible for ruining what you loved.
They did. They fucking did, man. It's a shame. Really
Well,
is.
and here we got Eddie Edwards ruining something we love in TNA with this shitty fucking faction.
Whoopee. Yay. Okay, so they got Alicia Edwards paired with Moose. Interesting. Okay, so they're heels. Okay, so is she a babyface now and Moose is the baby? Oh, because they turned on Moose. I remember that.
Yeah, they turned on Moose, so Moose is their number one adversary right now. What is it? Who we got? Santino coming out with his goofy-ass music. Damn it.
Excuse me, we are going to make this match official.
You know what? JD Vance has been talked about. One name that I've heard a lot of, and I think there might be smoke to that fire, is Elon. We'll see, man. I'm very interested to see who the big reveal is, so to speak. We could all be wrong.
We could all be wrong. We could all be right. Like who? Maybe like it's like they're like different like beasts within. Like it's not like one Antichrist. It's like multiple, entities that are involved with being this like Antichrist system.
I think so. Well, I mean, that's a.
Can you tell the weeds kicking in?
Well, that's something we were alluding to when we did our Question Everything on the Antichrist back in the day. We were the first ones to talk about that it would be a fusion of machine and demon. That's what we really feel. I feel like AI, that's what AI can be. I don't think it is completely, but I think that, yeah, AI has the potential to be demon-possessed.
Well, it's said in the Book of Revelations, it clearly lays out what the mark of the beast is. The mark of the beast is something that you will have to have in order to buy, sell, or trade. Every man, rich or poor, free and bond, will have to have this in order to buy, sell, or trade. So
Neuralink.
It could be Neuralink. It could be an RFID chip implant. It could be any of those that are the mark of the beast.
Well, that's the thing, too, is they were already testing RFID chips in employees over in Sweden. And where were they having the chips put in? On your hand. So, yeah.
Right hand or in the forehead is where the Bible said it would be.
Yeah, so it's very interesting. Chapter 2 was saying, what are the biggest stoners currently in wrestling? Obviously, RVD, Matt Riddle for sure. I think a lot of the locker room in WWE smokes, because I see a lot of bloodshot eyes nowadays and people wearing sunglasses a lot. That's usually an indicator to me that they're lighting up and they don't want to be seen on camera with bloodshot eyes. I mean, not only that, but a lot of them seem like really low key now. There's not pop in their energy, which is, I would say to all wrestlers, smoke a sativa or a hybrid and then get yourself some good coffee. That is the hippie speedball. Oh yeah, they got Bunny on the screen right now. Thank God Truly's not here. But no, that is the hippie speedball that you want. That's the perfect concoction. It's cheap, it gets the job done, and it makes you feel good. So they need to just stop smoking strong indica before you're supposed to go on the mic.
Yeah, don't do it like before you go on the mic. Do it after a match.
You'd be surprised.
Yeah.
Like people like Finn Balor are potheads, dude. Like I think honestly, I want to say 90% of the roster smokes weed. Liv Morgan smokes weed. Damian Priest smokes weed. Seth, I think, is against it. I don't see him being a weed head.
No.
Punk, I think Punk blows so much dro. I think he's a huge weed head. Go for it. I'm
sorry, they got Raven on TV right now.
Please. Oh yeah, no, Raven's in the throne. This is what I was telling you about, that picture that had Bunny and Rosemary together with him.
Oh, he's got Parkinson's. You could see the tremors. Oh no.
Oh shit. Speaking of, Raven, if you're listening, for the love of God, man, smoke some weed.
Smoke the weed.
It will calm your nerves. It will get you to the point that you can actually stop shaking. It's perfect for people with Parkinson's.
Give it a try, man. What do you got to lose?
Straight up. Oh no, I think Cyberpunk was a great prediction of what you're going to see in the future. You're going to see a lot of bioimplants. You're going to see a lot of people connected to the Matrix, which is really frustrating to me that Elon is trying to build this fictional connection to the universe when every single one of us is born with that. Every single one of us is born with the connection to the universe. They don't want us to know that, though. They want to sever it, yeah.
They want to sever it and create their own separate grid that you're going to be connected into. So they want to cut off your God grid and connect you to their man-made Antichrist grid. Yep. Which is a lot of what the RFID chip is going to be, and I do think that either this administration could make you do it, or some other could force you to fucking get the chip. Who knows?
I think what it's going to be is it's going to be a situation where I don't think they're going to introduce it immediately. I think it's very much going to be a situation where it's like digital ID comes first for everybody, and then it's going to
real ID, and then
like a real ID type of thing, and then it's going to get to the situation where if you want to travel to another state, you have to have this chip in you, and then if it's going to get to the point where you even want to use your bank account, you have to have this chip in you. So I mean, everything I've seen online, I don't know if it's going to ever get to that, and I don't want to doom and gloom or putting anybody in a position like that. All I can say is really focus on yourself, man. Focus on your own goals, get your shit done, and really try to be the most self-sufficient person you can. They want you nothing more than to rely on big government. Get to a point where you aren't relying on them, where you're learning how to power your own house without electricity, from the grid, where you're learning how to, grow your own plants, where you maybe get some chickens in the backyard, stuff like where you're preparing for the future, water rain catchment systems, stuff like that,
Oh, absolutely. It's you definitely learn to be, because that's the thing, is a lot of people are so self-sufficient on the cities that they're not going to be able to, if there is another depression, they're not going to be able to survive or make it.
Which is, I think they're actually relying upon that. They're relying upon the fact that people are so reliant on big government and so reliant on the current world. So, it's even the TSA agents are not getting paid right now during this. I'm not sure if you've seen the gas prices. They're fucking insane, man. That's the number one indicator for me that we're going to war, is when gas just pops through the fucking roof. Like, when you see that gas is over $7, you're like, good Lord, man. Come on.
Yeah, that's the problem with all this too, is that it's going to spike gas prices. It is, and I don't know if gas prices are going to come down. It's going to
be a little bit.
Yeah, it's going to be a little bit. But yeah, man, it's all you can do is pray, man. All you can do is pray that things resolve, things improve.
Well, really just focus on yourself. It does you no good to focus on all the drama and bullshit around the world. Focus on yourself. Focus on bettering yourself and what you can do. One thing I could say for sure is that, there's always hope on the horizon at all times. Trust me, Jesus Christ is monitoring this situation. He will not let it get too far. I know that for a fact. That's certain in my heart and my soul, is that Jesus Christ will not let this get too far, and he will stop whatever's being started.
I believe that too. I think that it's going to be kind of scary in the future, but we're going to be okay.
Oh yeah, I saw what Nanananu had to say about Jesus Christ, and people were sticking up for him, saying, "Oh, I was just repeating what somebody else had said. He doesn't mean that." This goes right along with what we've always said: is that Israel is run by the devil now. It is no longer the Holy Land. They have desecrated it. When you see an area that is a safe haven for maps, that's all you need to know. That's one of the most evil shit out there, to protect people that abuse children. When it's a safe haven for maps, no. It's been desecrated. It is no longer the place it used to be. It is no longer the Holy Land. I'm sorry. If that offends you, if you're one of those hardcore totem Christians and you still support Israel, if that offends you, I'm sorry. It's no longer what it used to be. Israel was a great place. No longer.
They've corrupted it. They have.
Yeah.
Let's be honest here. It's been corrupted.
Yeah, and that's the thing, too. It's like, it frustrates me, too, because, you read in the Bible that this would happen, that Israel would be corrupted, and here you are seeing it happen. It's hard not to take stake in Revelations when you see so much stuff happening that you read about,
Well, and it's frustrating, too, that a lot of people just, they want to go with their narrative. They don't want to see what's really going on. And I understand why. It's comfortable for them. It's safe for them. But the truth is what the truth is, man.
Yeah, no doubt. Well, and that's the great thing, though, is the one good thing I could say about war, one of the few good things, is that entertainment picks up during wartime. We've seen this all over the place during different periods of war. The movies get better. The shows get better. Even the wrestling gets better. I don't know if this is going to be a fact with Triple H, but this is a pattern that we've seen before. Entertainment picks up when there's wartime because you need to keep the people distracted.
Gulf War, the Iraq War.
The DEI shit dies down for a little bit, and you actually focus on letting people forget about the problems. So, something to look forward to, I guess.
That's the one good thing.
Well, shit, look at the movies coming out. We got Scary Movie 6, which is talking about fuck counterculture, fuck this DEI shit. That's good, you know? They're trying stuff, man.
They're trying stuff. And that's the good thing about it. It just sucks that this has to be the circumstance, you know?
Yeah, and
I hate to see it, but yeah.
We hate to see it, but it's been foretold, man. And you know them. They always go by the script. Anybody who knows who we're talking about, you can read the script if you understand gematria. If you know how numbers work, you know how these fuckers work.
Yeah. It'll show you.
Bad Sports said, do you think our current president is a PDF file? He was a celebrity before getting into politics as it is, and I don't know, the whole retract of the Epstein files has been real shady. All I gotta say is, I plead the fifth. 1, 2, 3, 4, fifth. That's all I gotta say about that. King Marcus was saying Looney Tunes was at its peak when World War II was happening.
True.
King Marcus, that is, I'm sure it's the same for my brother, that is one of the best, if not the best cartoon of all time.
Oh, it's awesome.
Looney Tunes in the 60s was unfucking touchable. Best storylines, full orchestra, best voice acting, great characters. You just don't get...
Scooby-Doo.
Scooby-Doo was fucking... Like, cartoons were on fire from the 60s to the early 2000s. It was really a golden period that we'll never get again. Because even early Cartoon Networks was fucking fire, you know? And Toonami and all that shit. Like... We were really spoiled growing up with, like, Dexter's Laboratory, Ed, Edd and Eddy, Cow and Chicken, God, what else? All the shit you see on Tubi now, by the way. Animaniacs, Peaky and the Brain.
Ed, Edd and Eddy, Courage the Cowardly Dog.
Freakazoid. We were Darkwing Duck. We were so much good shit around that time period.
And a lot of that thing, like, look at that time period. So, like, and you'll get it, like, during wartime and then shortly thereafter. But then things will kind of, like, turn into shit, like, as time goes on. It's like that old saying. It's like, adversity makes men, prosperity makes monsters. Well, right around, like, I believe the Soviet Union fell Christmas night on 1991. Yeah, so, like, right thereafter, there was a huge sigh of relief, and then we had all these cartoons, these great cartoons coming out, and then right around the early 2000s, the mid 2000s, everything started going to shit.
I mean, honestly, I started noticing it going to shit when Obama stepped into office. With Bush, we still had some entertainment. Once Obama stepped in, everything got faggy. You can't deny that it didn't, dude. It did. Like, and that's why hugely, immensely, immediately, all your favorite shows got fucking ruined. Everything got fucking. That was all it really took was a gay dude, you know, with his fucking gay wife in office for that to happen. That's how it happened. Michael and I. Oh, you know what, though? We got a breath of fresh air. We got Elena Black coming out here.
A breath of fresh air.
A breath of fresh air. And I've really filled up the lungs there. He said, yeah, she's looking great, man. And this is one thing we always put over TNA, is they're getting better with their female talent. They really took a note, I think, from Shawn Michaels, and they're starting to bring in young, hot women. Smart. Very smart.
Well, and that's the thing, too. Is like, and that's one of the things, like with TNA, that's one of the things that I'm seeing as a positive, is that you look at TNA 3 years ago, you look at their Knockouts division 3 years ago, the fucking, you know, mutilated dogs they had back then, and then what they got now, you got some hot bitches. You got hot chicks in TNA now.
Doesn't
this Jada Stone chick doesn't look too bad.
Doesn't she kind of remind you like of a young Alicia Fox?
Jada Stone?
Yeah.
Or Mara Shade.
No. Jada Stone. Like, she, not on the mic. Like, trust me, Alicia Fox blows her away on the mic, but like face-wise.
No, you know who she reminds me of?
Who's that?
She's like a black AJ Lee.
But better, you know, because AJ's just so rickety. Like, this chick, she's young, she's good, she's got a little bit of physical charisma. No, they definitely, they're investing in the right people, which I like right now. So,
cute chick.
Yeah. Helio said the land is holy if God lives in it. Since they rejected
Fact.
Christ, he lives in its people by the Holy Spirit. We are the temple now.
Boy.
100%, man. That's gospel right there. That is how it is. He lives with the people. And that's why, more than anything, they want to shut down our antennas, man. They want to shut down our connection to God. Don't let them. Keep God in your life. God is your connection to the universe right now. They're going to try to sever that. Don't ever let that happen. Keep God in your life. Every single day, talk to him. Every single day, connect with him.
Like, I don't know about like you, man. Well, I'll talk to you after the show about it. But
Yeah.
like it would involve something that we could do before the show and right after the show, or like right after, like at the end of the show. But
Absolutely.
I want your opinion in it. But yeah, definitely. Like now is the time, man. With all the negativity, the war, troops being deployed, all that shit. You know what you can do? You can at least get in touch with God. You can strengthen your tie to God.
Well, that's
you. And it just I'm
Sure,
so
sure.
sorry, just
Go
real
for it.
quick.
Yeah.
That's one of the things, man, about like in this time, God can protect you. He really can, man. I'm serious. I know it's getting scary out there. I know that it's things are going wrong. But if you strengthen your connection with God, he will protect you. I know firsthand. I've been in situations where I shouldn't have been alive. I should not have made it out alive. I only did because of the grace of God, because God was protecting me.
Well,
no one can tell me differently.
That's what really brought me close to God, man, because both my brother and I, we have dwelled with demons before, We have fucked around with the dark side, but it was...
Nope.
God will have a hard way of showing you, hey, appreciate this life I've given you, appreciate what I've given you. And he's let me know multiple times by now, and I finally learned. I was like, I get it now. I get it. I devoted my life to God daily. Every day I pray multiple times, man. But, that's something that I want everybody on their own to come to that own accord. If you don't believe in God, if you have a loose faith in God, I can't force you. I can't force you to believe what I believe and see what I see, or see what my brother saw. All I can say is, consider it. If it works out for you, cool. I'm not here to preach. All I'm here to do is show you that it worked for me. It might work for you. That's it.
Absolutely, man. No, for sure. I just wanted to ask real quick. Am I sounding kind of choppy? Am I clear right now, or
You sound good to me. I haven't noticed anything bad on they haven't said anything about my voice chopping out, so I think it's all good. I mean, just saying.
okay? No, I just want to make sure that I'm not chopping in. I'm not my connections and chopping out on me. All right, cool. So it seems like everything is okay. But yeah, man, and that's the thing with God is that God will protect you. God is the ultimate shield. you want a shield, man? God will protect you. I promise you. Just give him a chance. Give him a chance. What have you got to lose? What have you got to lose?
Well, then I think that's the thing, too, is like, especially when times get tough, yeah, people turn to God. Unfortunately, it takes some people hitting rock bottom to get there. And like I said before, we're not here to preach on religion or who you should believe in. You come to that road on your own, man. We're just stating that this worked for us and might work for you. That's all. That's all.
Give it a chance.
Chapter 2 said, thoughts on Trump's economy? Disappointing in my opinion. It's terrible, man. It is.
Dude.
It is. Yeah, no, we talked about it in the predictions too, that Trump would tank this economy. Well, not so much tank this economy. He's just a puppet, man. They would use him as a scapegoat to tank this economy. We already knew this would happen, but to see it happening, it's like, okay, well, shit, our predictions were right. Weren't we talking about like a crash right around March of this year? I'd have to go back to the prediction video, but I want to say it was early 2026 we were talking about that.
Somewhere around there, yeah. We were talking about like right around the spring of 2026, there would be a crash and a war with Iran, I think is what we said. Yeah, man, it's like shutting down the Strait of Hormuz. If you block that, because like that's the thing is like a lot of the Asian countries rely heavily on oil from the Strait of Hormuz. Like Japan heavily relies upon oil from the Strait of Hormuz, and so what's going to end up happening is like shipping prices are going to go up, manufacturing price, like everything that's delivered via anything that's powered by oil is going to go up in price. That's the problem with this.
People don't realize how much oil powers this world. Everything, just about everything is run with oil. We aren't to the point where everything's run digitally or run off whatever else. No, everything is run with oil. So it's very much an important thing, man. And especially with, our dollar not really meaning much anymore. Nobody wants to really invest in our oil. They're like, shit, we can get it elsewhere. We can get a better deal on it too.
Well, the thing about oil is that the U.S. and the U.S. is the #1 oil exporter in the world. We're like number one. We produce more oil than any other country.
Yeah.
Yeah.
Well, that's the frustrating thing. I mean, shit, even with land, man, you see, like, just, dude, oil is plentiful. It's everywhere still. People are still finding reserves of oil everywhere around our country. So, yeah, it's a hot spot, and I think it always will be. I think that's the reason why oil has really put itself in this position and really outsourced other energy brands. Is the reason why wind ain't taken over, why hydro ain't taken over. Because fucking oil owns everything. There's so much power and wealth built into that shit over many generations. It's like, you're not going to outseek that, you know?
No, it's just so much of the energy grid is reliant on oil and petroleum that you're not going to replace it overnight. The only thing that could replace it theoretically would be nuclear power plants. Nuclear power plants could, like, if you're talking about powering fleets of electric vehicles and the grid of the future, you're going to have some kind of nuclear power. Like, coal ain't going to be enough. It's just not. You're going to, like, nuclear power is way more efficient than coal when it comes to producing power.
It's a shame that they haven't really done more with fusion, because I think that they could really, you know, find something that's a cleaner source. That's the thing about nuclear, is it's not the cleanest, man. Especially if you have a nuclear reactor meltdown. You know, I mean, shit, remember what happened with San Onofre? You know, it's like...
The one thing I would say about that is that a lot of those power plants that like the Fukushima Daiichi thing, 3 Mile Island, Chernobyl, like a lot of those power plants were not properly designed. If you use like modern like core reactor design technology, you're not going to get a meltdown. Like, it's just physically impossible. Like, it's just not going to happen. So like, I think nuclear power plants built today can withstand a missile strike. They're built to not be a problem in that regard.
Well, because they got so good with underground building. That's the one thing I can say is ever since they started building all these DUMBs, is what they're called, deep underground military bases. Ever since they started building those in the 60s and the 50s, man, and really just expedited it in the 70s and 80s, ever since they started building that shit, they become so fucking good at really just making everything happen underground and really not exposing the public to it. So you might be right, man. I could see that. Them doing it like a mile underneath the earth and then, you know, having everything prepared up top.
That's exactly... Okay, so that's exactly how nuclear waste is treated. So what they do is they'll mix it in with like biodegradable things like metal scraps and other things. They'll mix like the spent rods. They'll mix all that in, and they'll bury it into the ground about a mile deep in like an 18-inch diameter hole.
Yeah,
that's what they do. Like, yeah. Go ahead.
No. I was just saying they've been doing that for a while now. That's the only way that they can dump it without having to worry about fallout.
Yeah, I'm a huge fan of nuclear power, especially modern day nuclear reactors. The technology is like, it just fucking works. It works. It will produce the energy that we need. Is it perfect? No form of energy production is perfect, but it's damn good, in my opinion.
Now, what's really shitty is, for anybody who's ever read about it, is why we're not exploiting 0-point energy.
Yeah.
Like, that's the biggest thing to me, is we literally have a power source out there called the world's electromagnetic grid. We could literally be feeding off the ether for free. But nah, they want to monetize everything. Everything's got to have a fucking dollar on it. That's what it is with the power systems. They don't want you to have free power because it's everywhere.
No, absolutely. But it's also where you're going to build them too. So it's like, that's why I like nuclear also. So there's like geothermal technology, which is like very, very, very like probably more powerful and more efficient than nuclear. But you really can't build them everywhere. Like, you can build a nuclear power plant anywhere. That's the cool thing about it. In fact, for people who don't know, during the fucking Hurricane Sandy that hit the East Coast, they were using like portable nuclear reactors on trucks to like power neighborhoods. Nice. You can build them anywhere.
Well, that's good. I mean, that's something we need more of. But well, the reason, hold up. The thing about Tesla is that what people don't look at a Tesla with is what does it take for these Tesla cars? It takes lithium batteries. Right. Where are you getting a lot of that lithium right now? From the Amazon rainforest. Nobody wants to look in the fact that the Amazon rainforest, which is one of the biggest biocenters that we have on this planet, is being completely subverted, being destroyed. These animals being eliminated, trees, ancient trees that have been around for like 500, 600 years, eliminated, destroyed, mowed over so they can fucking farm lithium. So no, they may say that it's helping the planet. It's not. Anybody that thinks that they're driving a Cybertruck and they're helping the planet, you're not, man. Sorry. Tesla, though, no, you're absolutely right about that. Nah, he took what Tesla wanted to have. Tesla wanted everybody to have free energy, and he perverted it,
So I got a little bit of a hot take about Tesla cars. So
sure.
Tesla cars, I don't know if you've seen the build quality on them. They are fucking dog shit for the most part.
Absolutely.
There was a video I was watching of some guy who had a Cybertruck. He was able with his bare hands to pry off the side panel of the car. Like, what and this guy, like, he had to pay like at least $60,000 for this fucking car. Jeez. I'm like, dude, what the fuck?
Well, not only that, but you can't take it through a car wash.
No, you can't. Well, and that's the thing. So this is the hot take that I got.
Sure.
Like, generally, I'm not like totally shut down to the idea of bringing in Chinese products. I think they need to be heavily scrutinized, and I think that I believe that half of the products that we buy from China, I think half of them should be made here in the United States, and American workers should be building those products and taking home American paychecks that they could use to support their family. I think we should be selling BYD cars here in America. If you want a cheap, reliable, well-built electric car, BYD will beat them all out for the most part. They're very high-quality electric cars for a low price, or for an affordable price relative to the others.
That's a crazy thing.
Viviant and all the,
is over in the Philippines, you can get a nice little Toyota truck, electric vehicle, for $10,000. You can't bring it over here to the States because it won't, they won't get certified. But over there, yeah, you can own yourself a cheap electric vehicle by a major company.
Well, and then, like, that kind of ties into an aside, like, because since we're in California, the one thing that kind of pisses me off is the CARB-compliant regulations for catalytic converters. So if you don't know, like, when you live in California, you have to have the most expensive catalytic converter that you could fucking buy put into your car. It's no joke, guys. They fucking suck. No joke. I had to get mine replaced. It cost me $1,900 for the converter and the job to have it done.
Doesn't help too that these fuckers like crazy around SoCal are cutting out catalytic converters. That's what they do. Is these crackheads wait till fucking 4 o'clock in the morning. They slide underneath with the skateboard and they cut that shit out with the fucking blowtorch.
Which is why one of the things that you can do to prevent that, if you're worried about it, is there's kits online that you can buy to have installed. So it screws like underneath your car, and it's like a thing where like it prevents people from being able to easily cut open and get the catalytic converter. So definitely take a look at those. So like you can get it for like $200, but hey, it beats having to pay $1,900 or $2,000 to get a new one. So
Well, it's like the club for catalytic converters. We needed that, man. Especially with how, especially with the shitty, especially with the shitty economy that we're talking about. Like, this is a situation where people are doing the most scandalous shit just to make ends meet, man. So yeah, don't for a second think that just because you live in a nice neighborhood that they won't come in like at 4 o'clock in the morning and try to cut out your catalytic converter. Just hope you got some good security wherever you live.
I mean, shit, it could be like when you're going to eat out at a restaurant.
You at work. You park out in the boonies like your boss tells you to do. Oh, yeah, park out in the boonies. I don't want you parking where everybody else parks. So you park out in the fucking boonies, and then, they're like, okay, let's fucking rob this one because there's nobody else around it.
It happens, man. And they can do it quickly, too. Like, I've seen, news reports about this shit. Like, they can get it done within 10 minutes. They can just go in with the saw, cut it out, and you won't know until you see your exhaust coming out, looking all fucked up. And you could smell it too. You could smell that exhaust when it's coming out. It's like really fucking obvious that you don't have a catalytic converter.
Yeah, no. So it's something that we just don't want anybody else to have to deal with that shit. I mean, seriously. You've already been through it, man. It's terrible. It's absolutely. Well, you haven't had it cut out. Yeah, I know, but you had to replace it. So it still sucks.
Yeah, that did suck. Yeah.
So Dolph's being a double man tonight. He did JCW earlier, and now he's in here. Wrestling for TNA.
I will say they just showed a backstage segment between Tessa Blanchard and Jody Threat and a few other bitches. It was pretty. Not bad.
It was okay. They kept it short because they know that Jody sucks on the mic, so they kept it short. So I'm happy about that.
Good.
So, Flat Pat was saying, I can't imagine going to work and discover your credit card has been stolen. That's one of the
Converter.
Oh, catalytic converter. My bad. No. Exactly. Sorry about that. No, both can happen actually. But no, yeah, for catalytic converter, yeah, no. It's like having that shit stolen is the worst because you come back to your car and you're like, oh shit. You know, especially when you're going to leave, you had a rough day at work, you're going to leave, you're looking forward to just going home and, you know, putting on some music and just relaxing, and then that shit happens. You're like, fuck, you know?
Well, and one of the things too that like, because like your car has to go through cycles to register the check engine light. That's one of the problems too. Is like you could be driving, everything could look totally fine, and then all of a sudden you'll see this check engine light as you're driving on the highway. You're like, what the fuck is going on? You see this exhaust coming out because what happens is the catalytic converter connects to the exhaust manifold in your car. So it takes the exhaust that's produced from your engine, filters it, and then pushes it out what's called a resonator out through your exhaust. Your muffler. So when you cut out the catalytic converter, you cut out what's filtering out those exhaust gases, and so you just get this plumes of gas and just like, oh, this fucking reeky, fucking smoky kind of shit. So yeah, man, like $200 you can protect your shit, man. I'm looking at doing it myself. So
yeah, it sucks too, you know, like just the fact that you're at work and you have to worry about something like that, or you're sleeping and you wake up and you go to work and you have to worry about that shit, you know. So no, it's definitely, yeah, just do all you can to look out for that and safeguard it, like you were talking about earlier with that $200 kit, man. It's really worth it, especially if you live in a shitty area, man, and you've seen other people in your neighborhood get their shit taken care of. Yeah, I would go ahead and take care of yourself before anything bad happens.
And that's one thing, like as the economy does get rougher and rougher, petty theft crimes are going to go up.
Oh, yeah.
So be out on the lookout. Like lock your doors when you're away at night. Lock your car doors. Get a club if you can. Get something to lock your car. Get an alarm in your car if you don't have one. That helps. It does. And then if you can get that catalytic converter kit, man, I think now's the time for just look out for security. Look out for protecting yourself and your family, your friends. Pray to God, you know.
Well, and don't forget that the club is still a great tool. It's dirt. I know people laugh about it, but it's dirt cheap, and it still will actually save you getting your car jacked. So it's still a great.
You know what's funny? What's funny? That was in one of the clues with the Toni Storm beatdown thing. They had a blue club in the background.
Well, hey, you know, a little throwback right there. So that's good. Yeah. But nah, terrible situation, man. So right now they got what is it? Who are these hippies called again? The Righteous?
You got Dutch and Vinny.
Yeah, Dutch and Vinny, the Righteous. So they're beating up Dolph Ziggler. They set this up last week by showing some like triple threat. I guess like the Righteous want another shot at the Hardys, even though the Hardys beat their ass like fucking 10,000 times already. So they want another shot. Then the Nemeth brothers come in. They're like, hey, we want our shot too. So I guess this is an elimination match to find a contender.
I mean, so if I were to describe what we're looking at right now, Vinny, whatever the fuck his name is. What's his name? Anyway, Vinny. He looks
Margalino
like,
or some shit.
Margalino.
Marzolino.
Vinny Marzolino. There you go. He looks like an anorexic crackhead Bray Wyatt, and then his partner looks like a fatter Paul Walter Hauser.
Dude, he looks exactly like modern day Rob Zombie with white pants on. Like if you could imagine Rob Zombie as a wrestler with the gray dreads and all that shit and the big beard, just put a pair of white pants on him and you got him.
You got him, man. You got your crackhead Rob Zombie right there. You got your fatter, dumber Paul Walter Hauser. It could be money, I guess. I don't know, you know.
What the hell? So people are stealing gas by drilling into your gas tank? See, This is why we try to raise awareness about John Moxley, dude. He was doing this shit for years. Draining you. I am a fucking god. You're a millionaire, asshole.
Look at fuck around the gas cap. Fuck that shit. Power drill. Drink the gas put out of the car.
Fucking terrible, man. I even saw some like ghetto dude online, and he was selling like little plastic baggies of gasoline for $5 a pop. Retarded. I'm like, dude, what are you doing?
It's so retarded. Yeah.
Hey, you know what? I'm not sure if people saw the video. This guy kind of faded after his shit came out. Do you remember the plastine dude who was making gasoline out of plastic?
No, what happened to him?
Nobody has heard from him. I think he got a cease and desist from the gov, basically. To stop doing his shit because it could have been a threat to the gasoline industry, especially if people know how to synthesize plastic and make it into something they can put in their tanks. That's some Back to the Future shit right there.
They probably gave him a notice that said cease and desist your life.
Hey, remember what happened to the guy who made the car that could go on water in the 70s? He disappeared.
He did.
Remember the kid that was talking about, what was it, breaking dimensions in quantum physics when he was like 13 years old? He disappeared. you talk about something too real that can help out people, you disappear. This is how Nikola Tesla disappeared.
Fucking bastards. Like, let us have good shit. Come on. If you're going to make the world worse, give us, like, the cool technology.
Well, don't get me wrong, we do have good technology, but like we said before, what they have is at least 40 years ahead of what we're experiencing right now, dude. They have some fucking crazy holographic VR without the fucking glasses type of shit. They have some next level shit.
Well, but like our government has that technology, but so too does the Chinese, and so too do a lot of other countries. Russia, yeah. Like, and that's the thing is that, like, that's why they can't really use those kind of weapons because China has them too.
Fair point. Now, in a situation like that, you really have to be careful, man. So, yeah, that's what's going on there. What was it? Mike Souza was saying, Y2J was suspended for stepping on Brazil flag, and JBL was fined for doing Nazi salute at an event. Nobody gets punished anymore. Gotta bring that back. Yes. Well, if anything, what it did is with Vince, yeah, he kind of lost his balls as he got older. But when he had his balls, man, he showed these wrestlers what's up. He showed them, hey, I'm the boss. You do not cross me. I control your future. Triple H is a lot like that too, but it's more like snaky and soy the way he does shit nowadays. With Vince, it's like, you pissed him off and he let you know too. There was no, I'm going to let him think that something bad is happening or maybe not. No, Vince will let you know right off the bat if you fucked up or if you did something good. That's why he had that love-hate relationship with Bray Wyatt. He would call him a fat ass that needed to get off the Twinkies, and at the same time, he would hug him too. Love the guy.
Like, you're fat, but I love you.
It was like his fat son that he never had, That's what Bray reminded me of.
My fat son. My fat son. He's really fat. You sure you want to eat that? My fat son.
Oh, boy, I just want some chocolate cake, Mr. McMahon. I have a craving. It's that time of the month.
Well, of course you do. You're fat. You watching you eat makes me want to puke.
That was like, I think some of the funniest stories is like, he really loved Bray, but at the same time, like, Bray would be getting ready for a match and he'd be like, you fat fuck, look at you big fat piece of shit. Look at your fucking titties jiggle. Like, and then he'd like go up after the match and hug him. Like that right there, when you got both sides of Vince like that, he really loved you, man. I'm just saying.
That was his hype speech before WrestleMania. It's like,
just so you know, you're fat and no one loves you. You look like shit. Now go out there and wrestle your match.
Probably use his titties as speed bags. Who knows? So Bad Sport was saying, my dad said Bill Gates once came to his workplace back in 2003, Ritz-Carlton, and gave a speech about how they all have water-powered flying cars, bio-alternative fuel, etc. Scary. Mm-hmm. That's crazy that they already have the flying car technology. I mean, they were talking about that not too long ago for Uber, how they were trying to get a flying car patent so they could have the very first flying car taxi. So that tells you right there. Nah, they were way ahead of the curve. They have all this shit. All of them have this shit. They're all a part of the club. They all have shit that you don't. They know about lands that you don't, that they go to. When they were telling that joke on 30 Rock about Jerry Seinfeld knowing about a country that only the rich knew about, places like that exist. There are places that are unbeknownst to the mainstream public that are just for them. Their own private playgrounds. Look at Little St. James. We didn't even know this place existed. It was in our faces the whole time with Nickelodeon and how they designed their new logo. It was in our face for the longest time with SpongeBob SquarePants. We never saw it. And then the Epstein files broke and we're like, oh shit, Bikini Bottom, especially when you find out where Bikini Bottom is at. You're like, whoa, they were telling us the whole fucking time.
And people got to remember, not us, but they believe in some metaphysical thing where it's like they're absolved of negative karma.
Say it in the Alex Jones voice, please.
Okay.
All right, folks.
The drunk one or the regular Jones?
So yeah, Alex, go ahead and you're high.
You're breaking up really bad, man.
Okay, go 1 second. I'll reload. 1 second.
Yeah, you just got to back out real quick. All right. No, I'll wait for you. So yeah, the match is going on right now. It's some tag match. It's back. This match is background noise. I mean, you know.
So Alex, yeah, you're really fucking high right now. Why don't you go ahead and tell us about what's going on?
Let me tell you something. I was thinking about Joe Rogan's vagina right now. So, there's some metaphysical law about, you gotta tell me what you're gonna do before you're gonna do it. It absolves karma. It's what they believe. Yeah. Hey.
So you personally believe in this? You think this is real?
Yeah, it's real. It's so real, man. I'll tell you right now, Joe Rogan's got a big fat pussy. I'm never gonna move into Joe Rogan's pussy right now. Just living there. It's so warm and nice. And
well, let me just say, you're never getting this pussy again, you big fat bastard.
all right. You know what?
That was the best when he got fucking high on Rogan, and then he on a Rogan show, and then he started threatening Eddie Bravo.
Let's go. Come on, let's go.
Ooh, like he was growling and shit. That was
I'm gonna
so
kick your
funny.
ass right now.
It's like, dude, Eddie Bravo was a jiu-jitsu master. He would literally make him turn black in 10 seconds. His world would go dark.
That would be funny. Come on, that would be funny. But I don't know if people, because what I was referencing, I don't know if anybody saw the Tim Pool, the one of the last Tim Pool streams Alex Jones was on. He was fucking drunk.
Oh shit! No, that's what I was hoping you were gonna do the Alex Jones on Joe Rogan where he got super high and he started talking about hold up. He started talking about interdimensional beings. He's like, yeah, see the elite, they believe in these. I don't personally believe in them, but they believe in interdimensional beings, and they personally believe that there's no karma for them because of what they do. You know, remember him going off about that shit?
That's I got a lot of interdimensional child molesting pedophiles. Jeffrey Epstein's in another dimension right now. I got the documents.
Yeah, no, for sure, man. Now I saw the fight, and I can't blame Gypsy Crusader for not wanting to fight for brand risk again. I'll be honest with Gypsy, he looked like shit. He's one of those guys when you see him, you're like, whoa, I had no idea this guy was so fucking big. He was roided out of his fucking head for that fight. I think he was drinking before the fight, too, because he, burnt out in less than 30 seconds. Talk about CM Punk having no gas tank. Gypsy has no fucking gas tank. So,
okay, who's got the worst gas tank, Punk or drunk Gypsy?
We'll see. At least with drunk Gypsy, I could put the money on him winning in a fight because he's actual former fighter. He was a Muay Thai fighter back in his day. 7-7 record. So I think, Punk may call himself a Muay Thai fighter. No, if Gypsy hits you with a knee from a 270-pound muscled up dude, you're going down.
Yeah.
He's 6 foot. He's on easily 6'3", 270 pounds walking into that fight. So, yeah, he looked great. He looked physically. He looked like a superstar. You could bring this guy into wrestling, and he would look like easily one of the biggest superstars they got. Physically, he looked like shit. He had no cardio. Looked like garbage.
Yeah, I mean, if you're telling me he's almost as bad as Punk,
I'm thinking it was the adrenaline dump, dude. He had so many people there that were wishing death upon him, that wanted to see him die. He thought he was going to get Charlie Kirked. So, he had so many people there, and he said, me and my brother, we did a pray to Jesus beforehand, and he really protected us. He protected us throughout that whole fight. So, I mean, granted, he says some terrible shit. I can't deny that about Gypsy. But he's a polarizing figure. He's going to get eyeballs. That show got over 1 million views on all streaming platforms.
So, can I ask what his entrance song was?
I believe it was Iron Man. I want to say it was Iron Man.
Oh, come on. When you got that name, you could only have one song. It may sound kind of fruity, but
see your Gypsy.
It fits.
Talk about Gypsy bias.
See your Gypsy.
Yeah, it's right there, man. Would have been good shit.
Right there.
So, King Marcus said, want to hear horrible news that just adds to the end times being soon? In the UK, they recently passed a legislation that allows abortions to happen up to childbirth.
Dude.
Disgusting, evil, man. And that's why my heart goes out to all our good people over in the UK. King Marcus,
Absolutely.
Paladin, Rob Van Dam. There's a lot of you guys, a lot of good dudes from the UK and around, so even Europe, that are being succumb to this, and we feel bad for you guys. We hope that you guys can move to like desolate areas, or at least areas where you're not affected by any of this shit. We hope for God's protection on all you guys, and that they really look out, that God looks out for you, because we see how bad it's getting worse every year. I will say I'm glad, like, people like Elon, yeah, he may be kind of evil, but at least he's putting a spotlight on shit like this going down over in the UK. He always points out the injustices that you won't see mainstream media cover. He'll cover it. So I'll give him props for that. He's putting the shit in the spotlight and letting people know about, the certain R games that are going on over there with a certain ethnicity. He's letting people know that the police are coming after people over memes while child rape is going on just shit like that, man. Like, he's letting people know about the injustices, so I'm very happy about that. This is satanic right here. When I heard about, and especially this is something you find out crazy, when you find out about Planned Parenthood, they hire so many witches. Yeah. Now you understand why.
You do, man. You do, and that's the thing, man. A lot of these people, you wouldn't be able to tell at first look that they're a witch. They look like they could be a lawyer or a banker or a barista or anybody. It's crazy. And I don't know if people saw the tweet that I made, saying that my belief is there's a lot of witches in pro wrestling.
Oh, and everywhere. I mean, especially, do you want to talk about your story? You want to tell them about what happened, or you want to wait for the news? It's up to you.
or about her. We could talk about it now.
Okay. All right. So there's a certain tweet that Deanna Prazo made. She was talking about how she's, pretty much only seen in picture now for Purdue University. She's pretty much like their university girl.
Surprised they could fit her in.
That's the only time she really gets time on AEW. And I told her, I was like, dude, you get more airtime than 50% of the roster. That's legit right there. That's not even like joke. She gets at the very least about 5 to 10 minutes every single Dynamite, probably Collision too, to show her who she is, to show her promo skills or lack thereof. But that she gets to show that when other people don't. And JC said something a little bit inflammatory and about monkey paw, right? How she had to use a sacred monkey paw or some shit.
I'm getting it right now.
All right.
Come on, fucking phone. My phone sucks. I got the.
No, it's all good.
One of those like T-Mobile phones.
The gist of it was that and she needed a cursed monkey paw to make it happen. And then she replied back with, Italians don't use cursed monkey paws, we use the Malacchio. And then had an eye and the Baphomet gesture with the hand. So what the Malacchio is, for the people that don't understand, it's the evil eye. It's an ancient Italian thing, a curse. And it's one of those things that usually you have to like either be very protected by God, or you have to find like old school Italian women that know how to break the curse. So I don't think it's anything where JC got cursed or anything like that. No. But she's basically pulling out a threat.
So my tweet so I said, this is what happens when you use a cursed monkey paw to get on Dynamite, and then she retweets that. Or quote tweets it and says, Italians don't use monkey paws, ... We just hit you with the Malocchio, evil eye. And then I respond, no good.
I'm sorry. When I heard that name, immediately I thought of Moloch worship. Why are you proud of that?
Well, it's what it is. It's an Italian culture. It's
Moloch worship, bro. Let's be real. Let's be fucking real.
What it is for them, the way it's supposedly used is to ward off curses. But what they don't know is that you can use it to cast curses as well. It's not just warding off. You could cast a curse with it too. And so the way I read it kind of weird is, we just hit you with the Malocchio.
Well, ICP did a song. ICP did a song about it called "Old Evil Eye." It's a curse, and I don't think she cursed you. I think she threatened you. She basically said, "Keep on talking, and I'll pull the shit out on you." That's what I got out of it.
Well, and then I responded with, and I'd hit back with this, and it's a gif of a cross on a hill.
Yeah, and that's good, man. Let her know that you're protected by Christ. So it's you can't play that shit, man. But no, That right there is proof of what we've been talking about, that a lot of women in pro wrestling are witches. That's why I say to all you guys, even if you find a chick hot, there's so many chicks in wrestling that I find attractive, but I know that they're witches. Mm-hmm. Don't waste your energy on that. Don't splooge to that shit. Don't go into them. Don't give them the satisfaction, man. Don't do that.
Well, and that's honestly like one of the things I like about Tessa is that I know she's a Christian. I've seen her tweets. I know that she's rolling with the Lord. And that's cool about her. That's a likable quality.
No, she's cool, man. I like her too. This is a great McLovin. When you retweeted that Obafemi doing the strut with Stephanie McMahon, immediately I thought of McLovin. I was like, dude, McLovin is fucking willing shit in the world. Yes. Dude, you got a camera in their bedroom, bro? Are you exposing some insider information to us?
Dude, I had to retweet it with a fucking laughing emoji, dude. It's just, Stephanie's looking at him. She's looking at him. It's like,
oh yeah, look at you, you big strapping man. Yeah,
yeah,
stud.
And that was something that McLovin was joking about from the get-go. The get-go, the minute,
right, dude.
She has a type. You see how she looks at Obafemi and Royce Keys. She loves them Jack Chocolate dudes. Fucking loves them.
I'm watching the video right now of her, dude. Got her arms behind her back. She's flirting with them. She's fucking flirting. She's blushing. Look at her.
All right. Go into main event. You and Royce Keys are gonna be a fucking jobber tag team that jobs to Motor City Machine Guns. You're fucking done. You're done. Hey, Obafemi, got some good news for you. You're gonna be main eventing. Oh, wow, really? I go to main event? Yeah, you're gonna be main eventing main event. Way to go, champ. There you go. Yeah, you thought Daniel Bryan got squashed at WrestleMania? Nah, you're gonna beat his record by 1 second. By 1 second, we're gonna jump you out right now.
Can you imagine if Brock Lesnar beats Obafemi quicker than he beat Kofi Kingston? The internet would fucking explode with so much anger. Because they already hate Brock Lesnar. They're kind of hating Triple H. You take somebody who they love in Obafemi, oh my God. That will enrage them so much. You will see Triple H death threats like you've never seen before.
I can't wait. I think it'd be like half and half, like them like threatening to kill Triple H and then them threatening to kill Brock Lesnar. And you just see like a bunch of these like 400-pound bedridden neckbeards and knives.
I'm gonna get you. I'm going to get to the point where I can get airlifted out of my trailer, and once I do, I'm coming to Connecticut and I'm gonna kill you. When they knock a hole in the side of my house so I can leave, I'm coming for you, motherfucker.
You just see like one of these motherfuckers being rolled on like a automated mattress with wheels, and they got a fucking oxygen tank, and like maybe like one of their fucking medieval swords that they got at some fucking convention.
I'm coming to kill you, Triple H.
All their stuff and shit in their face too.
Oh God, I kind of hope it happens. I want to see the freak out. I want to see the reaction. Just oh my God, how dare you, WWE IZ racist.
Meanwhile, Stephanie's just getting blacked by 3 dudes. She's like, go out there and face the music, you fucking pussy. Yeah.
Oh my God. Hey, how would Meatwad react to this?
Oh my, I can't believe that Triple H just did that. I have lost all hope in the greatest booker of all time. He let me down so much. Oh my, I might be a Tony Khan guy now.
JD would be like,
the fucking company's dead, bros. Wrestling is dead. It fucking died because Brock Lesnar didn't want to fucking do the job at Mania. Bruce.
Fuck WWE creative! I ain't gonna fucking say Triple H's name. It's all creative as you saw with fucking Road Dogg. Forget the fact that Triple H hires these guys. Blame creative for fucking everything. It's the best thing a steak oil salesman like me can do. I'm a fucking grifter, bros.
Don't blame Triple H. Only blame creative. You can't blame Triple H. What do you think Triple H does? What do you think he fucking runs WWE creative and that's the final say? No, Vic Man is working in the fucking weeds. Bruce.
We all know it's fucking Bruce. You wanna fucking blame anybody? Blame that fat red-faced motherfucker wearing the fucking glasses fucking up the fucking show with this corny, goofy fucking bullshit, Bruce.
Bruce.
Bruce. All right, so they ended it with a little promo between Santana and Macklin.
All right.
They're building back up to a feud with them. Overall, a very watchable show. Not as good as last week's, but overall a very decent, watchable show. So TNA, well done, guys.
Well done. Overall, it was a pretty good show. I kind of wanted to see the whole Tessa Blanchard thing where, like, I think that's happening next week.